Oh, Panda, you so wrong, mate. You so wrong. I'm not going to do Claire A, Leon B, because I'm not an insane person. You have to do Leon A, because that is obviously the first one, then Claire B, then Leon B, then Claire A. Hello again, fellow friends, and welcome back to the stream. If you've never seen me stream this before, I put out the announcement. Why do I feel like I can't hear myself? I put out the announcement a couple of days ago saying, should I stream Resident Evil? Should I stream some Need for Speed? And I will stream some more Need for Speed. Do not worry. I'm just building up better cars. Because last time you saw me, I beat one guy on the blacklist and I got his Volkswagen Golf. Now I'm up to, I think I beat number 9 on the blacklist earlier. So I've got like a Porsche and stuff now. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yes, Melthead's here. Beautiful thing. I saw Just Misfit, which I don't know if you're new or if you're Incoherent Misfit with a different name. I do not know. I will assume you're new, but I know some people like to change their names just to confuse me. I see DJ Geek saying Bish Bash Boff. It should be Bish Bash Bosh, right? But also, you'll like an upcoming video from, you'll like one of my upcoming Mortal Kombat stream videos, cut streams, because it's called Bish Bash Bosh. So there's that. Misfit says, you doing Leon or Claire? I'm doing Leon first. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. Indeed, yep. And I'll definitely stream some more Need for Speed at some point. Just not right now. I'm Unstoppable is here. How goes it, sir? Adrian's here. How goes it, sir? Panda's like, I knew you'd do Leon A. That's what I meant. Look at this classic. I found out today. Yeah, get this. I put out the message saying, what do you want to see me stream? This or Need for Speed? And this one overwhelmingly. And I was like, yes, because I fancied streaming this. I don't know why I didn't just stream it. And I was like, shit, I should probably check to see if I've got it. Because I know I've got Resident Evil 3, but I'm not sure about Resident Evil 2. Turns out, on the PS3, I have 1, 2, and 3. Which is a beautiful... I must have bought them years ago. I was like, I'm having those. Dun, dun, dun. And this is the director's cut version as well. No, sorry, not the director's cut. The DualShock version as well, which came out after the version I had back in the day. Which is why it says DualShock version and it's got a range game. Which I don't recall being in the original. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do original. I'm going to play it on normal because I'm hardcore. Resident Evil 2. Now I haven't played this in freaking years. I don't think I've played this, apart from earlier when I just put it on to see if it would work. I don't think I've played this game this century. So it's going to be interesting. Ah, yes, Just Misfit. Changed his name. Okay, I'm with you now. I want to watch all this.
It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus.
I never cared too much for the first game. I never finished it back in the day. In fact, I think the demo for Resident Evil 2, the 2-minute timed demo, I think that was my first ever Resident Evil introduction. Snowed Vibe says, hi, Dad. Hi, son, over on Twitch. Everyone, let me know if the volumes are fine, because I tested them, they seemed fine. But I don't want the game sound drowning me out at all, but I also don't want it too quiet. It should be okay, but we'll see. Zaid's here, how goes it? DJ Geek says, my first Resident Evil is Resident Evil Remake. Yeah, how about this? So I've got Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 on the PS3. And on the PS4, I've got the remake of Resident Evil 1. Haven't finished it yet. One day I may finish a version of Resident Evil 1. I'm going to buy the Resident Evil 2 remake, and they're going to make a Resident Evil 3 remake, the best Resident Evil, I might add. Resident Evil 4 was my favourite for a long time, but then I went back and played the HD version a couple of years ago. Like, they put it into HD and put it on the PS4, and I played it, and I was like, oh, it's really old and clunky. And I know this is old and clunky, but this always felt old and clunky, and Resident Evil 4 felt new and fresh at the time. That's why it was the best. And now it doesn't feel new and fresh. But this was never new and fresh. It was always old and clunky. So I think this, even though it looks awful, I think it will have aged better, which is why I think 3 is my favourite now. DJ Geek says, we want a Resident Evil 1 remake.
Why'd he bite me? Why'd he bite me?
I mean, you almost got that in Resident Evil 0. Robin Y68 is in the chat saying hi. I say hi. Voice Legend is here. Excelente. How goes it, sir? Panda's like Elgato. This fucking autocorrect is starting to get on my toots.
Mess. What
Yeah.
done this?
If I'd known, I would have got an Elgato, but I got a Hupog because that was the one I heard about at the time.
What was that?
But since then, I've learned that the Elgato is probably better. God. I saw this so many times when I was a kid. This was unbelievable graphics. I mean, like, I knew it was CGI cutscene and not in-game, but when I saw this as a kid, I was like, oh my god, imagine if games looked like this one day. And now it's like, I would spit on a game if it looked like this.
What's up with that guy? That was a clean hit.
What's up with that guy? That was a clean hit. Watch out, Leon. Behind you.
Wait,
Get down.
Don't shoot.
Get down.
Boom. How cool, man. How cool.
We can't stay out here. Head to the police station.
Take my hand if you want to live. Should have said, come with me if you want to live. I got it wrong. Damn it. Nerd says, what's your opinion on Resident Evil 7? I've got it. I played it in VR. Never finished it, so I will. It's been ages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it again in flat mode. Just play through it. And then I'm going to go through it again in VR. Because when I was doing it in VR, I was live streaming it, and I got stuck a few times, and it wasn't very good. It's not a good game to live stream.
What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went insane.
The radio's out.
Metalhead's drawing Mortal Kombat characters. Which one should I draw? Noob Cyber.
The job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire.
Look at us. We look like plastic dolls, but it was awesome back in the day. It's pretty lengthy. Look! Hardcore power slide. It's a pretty lengthy cutscene, to be fair. Snowy Vibes says, low-key, can't wait for MK11. Anyways, they added retro skins for the new Resident Evil. Yeah, I heard they did. That'll be nice when I play that. Eventually.
Better take it with you.
I can't wait for MK11 either. It's going to be awesome. Spyro's here. Says, I completed Leon's story already. Nice. DJ Geek says, I want Resident Evil 4 remake. It can be the best Resident Evil. I don't know. I think Resident Evil 4 had a really bad, like... The only good thing about it was that the gameplay was such a leap forward for the franchise. It was so different over 3. I don't like the idea of it being set in Spain. It was kind of weird. The zombies weren't... That was the first game where they weren't really zombies anymore. They were just people infected by La Plagas, and there was that weird guy, whatever his name was, Sadler, and then the little guy. It was so dumb. The only thing that made Resident Evil 4 great at the time was the gameplay, and that now feels old and horrible. So I mean, they could make a Resident Evil 4 remake, but I don't think it would be better than a Resident Evil 3 remake, personally. Because Resident Evil 3 is basically a better Resident Evil 2. Fight me if you think I'm wrong. Voice Legend backing me up, saying, back in the day, this was visually incredible. It really was. Mess is here. They were parted by an unescapable destiny. This is just the beginning of their worst nightmare. I'm just going to start running, son. And yes, before everyone starts telling me, yes, I know about Brad Vickers, I know how to get him, but I'm not gonna. Because I don't really care for the costumes that you get, and I would like a shotgun, because I want to do well on this. I don't want to just fuck around, oh, I'm going to use a pistol all the time. If I got a shotgun, I'm going to try and use it. I remember this. Yeah, this is where the demo started, and you get to see... I saw this cutscene so many times. Look how delayed the reaction is. The guy stood there behind the counter. Right, wait for it. He's imagine him just stood there looking at me. He's like, what are you doing? And then...
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
No, Spyro, they didn't remaster Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
I'm a human.
They should do. They did. They remade some of the cutscenes from it for their fucking pachinko machines, and they look amazing, which just makes everyone want a remake
Sorry about that.
all the more. Snowed Vibes is over here on YouTube. He has joined us from the Netherland and come to the
What's going on
homeland.
in this town?
DJ Geek says, "When I be a moderator, I don't know.
I don't have a clue. By the time
I don't know.
something's wrong,
You do turn up a
entire
lot.
city
You are
is
one of the
infested with
reliables,
zombies.
but you have to be a long time reliable." Right, so you're going to die, and I want to take your shotgun. That's all I'm going to say. Panda says, how'd you get Brad again? You have to make it to the police station without picking up anything. You're not allowed to pick up anything. And then he'll be down in the bit by the police station, and then you kill him, and then he drops a key, and then you can use it in the dark room area. But screw that, because I don't want to miss out on all this ammo. Ah, yes, that's something I missed. Inventory management. Ah, wait. I cannot wait to get back to the point where I have to open a box to get a ribbon out to save the game. That's going to be fun. Also, there's no quick 180. I have to turn around like this, which is funky. Oh, no! all the zombies with the exact same face. This was actually quite gruesome back in the day. It might look to... See, because I keep forgetting, a lot of my subscribers are actually quite young, so a lot of you probably never played this back in the day. But I would have been 12 or 13 when this came out, and it was awesome. There was nothing useful here. There is nothing useful here. You say that, there's got to be some ammo. I just pressed down and square, despite telling everyone that there is no quick turnaround. Okay, now I've got to take care of business, because I want that guy's shotgun. It's worth spending the extra bit of ammo right now. Die, die, die. Don't chew on my foot. Oh no, they're not dead yet. Wait! Okay. I couldn't remember how to reload. Is it R1 and X? But no, R1 and X is shoot. So I have to reload here. Die! 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 I love that little stagger they do. You shoot them and it's just like... Ugh. Hey, why won't you die? Now you're dead. You can tell when they're dead, the music stops. Look, it's loading the next camera angle. He has stopped breathing. Yeah, I know he has. Let me take his gun. Will you take the shotgun? Yes. You've taken the shotgun. And there's no ammo for shotgun in this shit. Panda says, isn't he the guy that got fucked up by Nemesis? Yes, that's one of the reasons why Resident Evil 3 is so awesome, because it takes place 24 hours before Resident Evil 2, all the way until 24 hours after Resident Evil 2. That's where Resident Evil 3 takes place. So you see Brad Vickers get messed up by Nemesis. Nemesis picks him up and puts a hand tentacle through his throat, and you're like, oh shit, that's why he's a super zombie in this game, because he ain't a normal zombie in this game. He takes like 20 bullets plus. He's a super zombie. And in Resident Evil 3, they were like, this is why. They didn't explain why he's got a key to a secret locker for costumes for these two characters, but, you know, whatever. Spyro says, my dad has played this over 100 times. It's pretty ridiculous. I don't know how many times I played it, but I played it a lot. I remember I completed Resident Evil 4 like 18 times. I got all the upgrades, especially like the infinite ammo Tommy gun that would like kill things in one shot. Or unlimited ammo rocket launcher. Now... this is all going to be flashbacks to me. I'm like, man, nostalgia. So they're going to... yeah, there's that bit. Do they burst out of there? Probably. Oh, there's ammo in the back of this truck. Yeah, look at them. Stupid zombies. Will you take the her gun bullets? I will take the her gun bullets. Hey, zombie. I'm not fucking around, look. Not fucking around. Oh, this guy wants a piece. Yeah, okay. Get away from me. You can tell when they're dead because a pool of blood appears around their torso. Reload. There we go. That's how you know they're well and truly dead. Avoid, because I don't want to... I only want to shoot enemies I know I have to kill. Because I don't want to waste bullets, you know? No, it says any requested drawings can be found on my Twitter when finished. Nice, if you want to see them, that is. Just Misfit says, I never finished Resident Evil 6 because it got so repetitive. I never finished Resident Evil 6 because all I'd played of it was about 20 minutes of Mercenaries mode, and it was shit. My mate, I played a lot of Mercenaries on Resident Evil 3, and me and my mate played a lot of Mercenaries on Resident Evil 4, and a fuck ton of Mercenaries on Resident Evil 5. That was our jam. So he bought Resident Evil 6. I'd been watching trailers for it, and I was like, it looks kind of shit, to be honest. It looks like they've just gone action. It's not a scary game anymore, it's just action. And that is what happened. And he said, oh, it's not good, it's not good. So when I went round to his place, I said, let's play Mercenaries, and he goes, it's not good. And I went, yeah, but let's play. And I started playing it, and I was like, this ain't good. So I never played Resident Evil 6. Fuck it. Nerd says, these camera shots are weird. Yeah, this is how old school Resident Evil games used to be, son. Panda says, I finished Leon and Chris, but couldn't be asked to finish Jake. Who's Jake? And Leon and Chris? What? I know who Oh, Resident Evil 6 campaigns, I get. Yeah, of course, I keep forgetting that Chris and Leon were both in that. Rowan Kelly says, who do you think that is running past the screen when they when they showed the combat cast date in the MK11 reveal? It's Cabal. It's pretty obvious it's Cabal and basically confirmed by people. Roberto Prime says, I played a lot of Resident Evil 3 on PSP. Nice. Misfit says, never played Mercenaries and never finished Ada. You've got to finish Ada. Rowan Kelly says, have you played the remake of Resi 2 yet? Nope, but I will, and I'll stream it. And Snow Vibe says, I'm not old enough to have nostalgia. Older people will be like, you know nothing, law. You know nothing, law. That's why, well, that's not why I'm streaming this. I'm streaming this because I want to play it. But a byproduct of you watching it is a good thing. Look at this. I can't run up the stairs. You have to press X to go on them. And then he just runs up them. On Resident Evil 3, they fixed that. You actually have control when you run up the steps. And then go down these ones. Is there ammo to my right here? There is. It's all flashing back to me now. Okay. Oh, I just remembered. Since she's... I don't think she can hurt me, so I'm gonna save a bit of ammo. And get her with the knife. I forgot they spit stuff at you. I really forgot about that. Okay, pistol it is then. Can I make it past these fools without being hit? And there's another one. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those angles. No, he got me! Get off me. There, I made it. You gotta watch out for those dodgy angles. Misfit says, I just hope they don't shaft noob for MK11. You and me both, son. You and me both. And Voice Legend says, yeah, I don't really like Resident Evil 2. I'm here because of you. I'm the bizarre type of fan. Nice. You know what I was thinking the other day? I was like, I see you quite a bit on Twitter. I was like, do I see him much in the streams? I don't know. And yet here you are. Rowan Kelly says, lots of people are saying it's new, but you can clearly see the hooks on Cabal's back. Yeah, not only that, it's doing Cabal's move. One of his most famous moves is spitting all over myself. That's his most famous move. One of his most famous moves is he just does a really fast dash. Like, it's Cabal. There's not even any question. And then they were like, here's Kano. Much to the rapturous applause from absolutely no one. I'm like, yay, Kano. Struggling to think of a character they could announce that would be less interesting to me. Hey, you're not dead, but I don't care. I'm just going to keep walking. There's no sign of life. I can't open that briefcase. Nope, let's get out of here then. Snowed Vibe says, what's the story behind your name, lol? I gave the story behind my name. It's in one of the upcoming MK Streams videos. Basically... Hang on, I'll give you the really short version. My friend once left a note to me saying, here's your can of Coke, Harperlarp. And that was the first time I'd ever heard Harperlarp, and I was like, you know what? Might as well make that my username. Although I think I made it my username several years later. I was just like, Harperlarp. So yeah, that's it. It's nothing to do with LARPing. I didn't know what LARPing was at the time when I adopted that name. Okay, so yeah, I'm going this way. Right. Nope. I'm going this way. Down here is where you would see Brad Vickers the super zombie if you'd made it this far without picking up any items. But I picked up items, so he's not here. I'm just going this way to bypass those zombies. Rowan Kelly says they revealed Kano. They sure did. They showed a picture of him in Brazil for some reason. They were like, hey look, Kano. And I was like... Metalhead says, I like Kano, but I think Kabbalah, perhaps new being announced, would have been more well received. I think they just threw it out there. I think they threw Kano out there because they had to cancel the combat cast and everyone was disappointed, so they just said, fuck it, Kano. Or maybe they aren't going to bother dedicating a combat cast to Kano, because they know no one cares. Panda's like, sorry, I'm not chatting too much. You fucking baby, mate. Setting the whole, I uninstalled and reinstalled the Elgato software, setting the whole fucking thing up again now and lost my image. Lost all my image LUT settings. Fun times. I remember the fun times of setting up my capture card. That's why once I've got everything set up, I don't really ever want to mess with it. Because then it just stops working. Snowed Vibe says, LARPing is live-action role-playing. The fuck? It sure is. It's basically... It's like cosplaying, except actually playing, instead of just dressing up. I don't do it, but that's what it is. They were supposed to be on the combat cast as Panda. I guess he means about Kano. I love this. Rowan Kelly says, did you know Jonathan Ross follows you on Twitter? Yes. He's followed me on Twitter for years. I still... Right, now he is a gamer. He is known to be a gamer, so maybe he followed me deliberately. But I still think that he must have been scrolling through some tweets and he saw me and his thumb slipped and he accidentally hit follow and then he went, oh, fuck it, carry on. But like, maybe once every year, I put out a tweet and I at him in the tweet, and I'm like, this is just my annual update. Jonathan Ross is still following me. He's never once interacted with me, but he's following me, and that is a fact. Roberto Prime says, imagine Prophet from Crisis as a DLC character in MK11. Never played Crisis. Couldn't care less about this Prophet character. I'd rather have Doom Guy. We all know about my feelings for Doom Guy. If I could have, if Doom Guy comes as DLC for Mortal Kombat 11, I said this to Panda, I would drop Sub-Zero and main Doom Guy. That's how much I want him. Alright, now, this room here, see, I know where I'm going. For now. Wait till I get to the parts where I don't know where I'm going. Pick up the ammo. Now, I don't recall if there's a key or anything I can pick up here. But I know I need to go speak to Will Smith. So I will do that. I just need to go and... Will you use the computer? Yes. Door lock service. Whole side doors locked. The doors can be unlocked by a card key. The ribbons... I don't want to waste a space. How many spaces have I got? I got 4 more. Fine, I'll pick it up. I need to dump that knife in a box. This is like the opposite of fucking quick save and an autosave. You have to find a typewriter to save it, but not only that, you have to have ribbons as well. If you don't have ribbons, you can't save it, because they were like, let's make saving an absolute chore. So, in here is Will Smith. Roberto Prime says, the Doom Guy would be awesome, and so Gordon... nah, fuck Gordon Freeman. Fuck him. Right? This is my feelings about Gordon Freeman. Ever since I saw Edge magazine named him the greatest video game character of all time, I was like, really? He's the greatest video game character of all time? This ordinary human with nothing of interest about him, who literally has no character, he never talks, he has no character, and he's partially responsible for bringing the aliens to Earth in the first place. So, I don't... Like, I'm not saying he's a shit character, but he is nowhere near deserving. Like, he just happened to be in some really good games. I think he's just, like, not a good character. I barely even call him a character, because he doesn't have any personality at all. He doesn't talk, does he? So, sorry, I was just a little bit insulted then that you put Doom Guy in the same breath as Gordon Freeman. Doom Guy... What was it? Someone... I can't remember who it was. I think it was Mephisto Savage. He was telling me on Twitter that Doom Guy doesn't belong in Mortal Kombat. And I'm like, how does he not belong in Mortal Kombat? In Doom 2016, he walks around doing fatalities on demons. Like, he so deserves to be in Mortal Kombat. Anyway, Will Smith is in this room. Rowan Kelly says, G-Man is a better character than Gordon Freeman. Yeah, exactly. Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Oh no, it's Will Smith.
Oh, man.
Ever since I first played the demo back in the day, I thought, look at it, it's Will Smith.
Who are you?
This is around about where the demo ended, because they only give you 2 minutes. Leon.
Sorry, but it looks like your party has been cancelled.
What happened?
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving zombies.
Roberto Prime, what about Jim Nukem? I don't know, I think he had his time.
Chris
and yes, nerd, they are making a new Doom game.
Discovered that Umbrella was behind everything.
Doom Guy in the remaster reminds me of Jax.
They risked their lives to reveal the truth,
says Rowan Kelly.
But no one believed them. Not long after that, all this
started to happen. I love the canned animations that
Hang in there.
you keep seeing throughout the game. It's funny.
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other room.
Here, take this card key.
Here, take this key card.
Close
You
enough.
should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this.
Now go! But, go!
But just go.
I haven't played this game this century, and I still remember some of the
Fine.
lines.
But I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
Look, they don't even let me explore the room. They force me out of it. And then, as soon as I'm outside, he has somehow reached the door and locked it. Listen. Locked. Now I can't get back in. It's locked from the inside. Brilliant. Yep. Panda says, lol, me and my brother used to say the same thing about him being Will Smith. It's because it's Will Smith. Like, obviously, not the voice actor. He just looks like Will Smith. And Rowan Kelly says, speaking of Will Smith being a policeman, they've released the first teaser images for Bad Boys 3. Yeah, and they look old and tired, and it's really sad. They probably shouldn't make the third one. I like the first two. I only saw the second one once, but I liked them. But they are old and tired now, and they look it. Now, if I recall, I can either go this way or that way. I'm going to go this way. Nope. I'm going to use the computer first. That's what I'm going to do. Mate, I'm having so many flashbacks. I like the way it still has to take time to load the camera changes. You're playing on a PS3, son. Load faster. Locked. This can be unlocked. We'll use the blue card key. Yep. Checking up ID card. Okay. Voice Legend said, I love that, but camera changes angles. Just go! Everyone needs to remember, this game was groundbreaking. Well, I don't know about groundbreaking, but it was incredible back when it first came out. It's rewind time, says Snowed Vibes. Ha! Nerd says, Spawn would be cool in MK11 or Injustice 3. Not in a game, no, in a game. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why Spawn has so much... You never hear anyone talk about Spawn unless they're talking about guest character from Mortal Kombat, and I don't get it, because, like, you never hear anyone talk about Spawn any other time, and I don't want him in there for 2 reasons. Number 1, I don't give a shit about him. Or 3 reasons. Number 1, I don't give a shit about him. Number 2, he'll be taking up a slot for a character that I maybe do want, like a Mortal Kombat character, or Doom guy. And number 3, he's already been a guest character in a fighting game, and no one deserves 2 chances to be guest characters in a fighting game. That's greedy. I'm not going to read all the letters and stuff and things, because sod that, but I did find a box. Ah, that noise brings back memories. Yeah, Panda's like, leave Spawn out. Yeah, because he knows. He knows how I feel about it. Right, get rid of the knife. I know what AVGN says. Get the knife, but not in this game. Okay. What's God, I remember. God, this whole game is just going to be full of screens I haven't seen for about 20 years, and I'm going to be like, wow, I remember this. There's an office over by the reception desk. Well, okay. Can I do something with this post box? No? What about over here? Nothing out of the ordinary. What about this? Nope. Okay, let's go this way. What was that? That was a liquor. Now, if memory serves, I'm going to need this. Snowed Vibe says, can we have some guest characters that are actually from Mortal Kombat, please? No, that's an oxymoron, because by definition, the guest is someone that doesn't live there. So a Mortal Kombat character does live there. I've made my feelings very apparent. I would rather have no guests, but if we must have guests, which we must in today's climate, let it be Doom Guy. You hear that blood dripping? I mean, you hear that pitter-patter? That's blood from the liquor. Now, bear in mind, the liquor's normally pretty dangerous, but I'm holding a shotgun. His head is missing. It seems to have been twisted off. What a weird way for it to be removed. Twisted? By what? This is to close the shutters, isn't it? But I need a cable. An open-close switch for the shutter. It can't be activated since this cord is cut. Alright, cue the awesome cutscene. Look. Blood. It's dripping from the ceiling. What could it be? Rowan Kelly says, I love AVGN. Beautiful. He's awesome. Look, it wears its brain on the outside. That's pretty fucked up. Joke's on you, Liquor. I have a shotgun. Dead. And that's the end of that chapter. Because unlike zombies, they don't get back up. Right, can I go in here? Oh, mate, I've just remembered. There's like, you need card keys, don't you? Not swipe cards, like spade, diamond. Yeah, spade, diamond, the other 2. Club, hearts. I'll come back for that. Out of my way, Liquor. Look at this. You step in the blood and it doesn't leave a blood trail. See, I remember when games started adding things like footprints into games. Like, that was revolutionary. And shadows that aren't just circles on the ground. Look at Leon's shadow. Like, when they added simple things that by today's standards, you would be like, well, of course they leave footprints when they walk in the snow. But back in the day, it's like, when you're playing Metal Gear Solid 1, and you're running in the snow, and the enemies can see your footprints, you're like, this is next-gen technology. It was incredible. What a time to be alive. Is there? Okay. Now, I know hands burst out of the windows here, but is it now or is it later? I'm going to say later. Okay, I'm going in here. Panda says, I'm trying to trigger harps. Shh, Wally. What did you say? I missed it, sorry. Panda's like, the Metal Gear Solid 1 footprints amazed me. Yes, because they were awesome. And amaze-worthy. Red Dead 2 footprint mechanics are amazing. Yeah, Panda, when the game first came out, I said to my friend, I said the footprints in snow and mud and that stuff is the best footprint technology I've ever seen in a video game. And this was back when he first started playing the game, and he didn't care for it, and he was like, no, it's not. Oh, no, this game ain't that pretty. When you get real close to trees, it's all ugly. Cut to like 3 weeks later when he's like, this game is a masterpiece, and Arthur Morgan is the best fictional character I have ever seen. And I was like, the best fictional character you've... Out of all fictional characters, ever, the best? And he was like, yes. I was like, huh. It looks like there was a recent accident here. Uh-huh. You can say that about every part of this police station, mate. Anything to explore over here? Empty soda cans and junk. Nothing else. Okay. Can I go behind here? Nope. Can I... it looks like an operation map. Excellent. Is there ammo here? Anything? No, nothing. Now, if memory serves, I need to use my lighter in this room. God. Old school memories. Memorization session. Hey, what's this? More ammo. I'll take it. Sweet. How much ammo can I hold in one slot of my inventory? Is it much? It's a fireplace. An oil painting hangs above it. The title is A Sacrifice to the Hellfire. That basically means use your lighter. Look at the size of that fucking ruby. Oh my god, how expensive would that be? I know exactly where it goes as well. It's coming back to me now. Red Jewel. Look at that fuck. It's virtually a Chaos Emerald, for fuck's sake. That's brilliant. Ron Kelly says the best fictional character is, in my opinion, Scott Pilgrim. Ooh, that's a bit of a weird choice. DJ Geek says it... R3 pauses it for some reason. In MKX we have the Alien and Predator rivalry. Why not Terminator and Robocop? Yeah, look, right? I keep saying, the only two guest characters I've heard that I would actually accept and go, yes, I'll buy that, are Doom Guy and Terminator. I would fucking buy Robocop too. Robocop and Terminator, if they were both in it, they wouldn't dare though, would they? But you know what I'd rather have than Robocop and Terminator? Doom Guy. Deadborg4 says, Noob, I totally miss you. I recall fucking miss you. You've been watching my video, haven't you? Yes. Noob, I totally miss you. Voltage is here. How goes it, sir? Rowan Kelly, a ruby the size of a tangerine. Are you a Kevin Smith fan as well, Rowan? Kevin Smith, Scott Mosier fan. Voltage says, when's the combat cast? Tuesday, I believe. Terminator was in WWE, says Rowan Kelly. That's weird. That is weird. They don't count as fighting games, though, do they? Really? Really? Not really. Let's be honest, not really. There have been some good ones, though, I will admit. Some of the I remember when SmackDown 1 came out, and it was, like, mind-blowingly good. And SmackDown 2 came out, and it was even better. And then SmackDown... They stopped numbering them and started giving them names, and I always forget which order they came in because they don't fucking number them. But SmackDown Here Comes the Pain was my favourite. Me and my friend played that so much. He reckons the one we had the most fun on was the follow-on, SmackDown vs. Raw. But I still maintain it was SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. That was the one we had the most fun on. Spyro says, I hope Noob Saibot is an MK11. Everyone does, god damn it. Everyone does. DJ Geek says, I'm MK11, PS4, the Kratos back, and Xbox Master Chief. Nope. Kratos, pardon me, Kratos has already used his guest in a fighting game series card, and I don't really care about him. Yep. Deadborg says, fuck Nightwolf. Yep, he's been watching my videos. Panda's gotta go. Don't worry, he'll be back at some point. Oh, look. Clemen Diermos. Sorry if I got that wrong. 150 ammo per slot, if I recall correctly. Thank you, kind sir or madam. Ron Kelly says, do you mean like Jay and Silent Bob Kevin Smith? Yes. Is there any other Kevin Smith? I mean, I guess it's a pretty common name. But you know what I mean. It's locked. A diamond is etched under the keyhole. Okay. Well, I didn't want to shoot these zombies, but now I'm going to have to, because I've cornered myself. Don't you start nibbling at my feet. Okay, she's bleeding. That's it. She's dead. Come So can you reload? No. It looks like you have to go into the menu every time. Unless you run out of ammo in the gun, and then he'll do it. Maybe Resident Evil 3 they added the ability to manually reload. Misfits like F for Panda. Thanos is here. Sorry I'm late. Didn't realise you were streaming. Well, maybe if you had the... Thinking about which stone it would be. The reality stone, then you would have known. Maybe. I was like, the time stone? But then, if he had the time stone, he wouldn't be late, would he? Because he would rewind time and then arrive on time. Look at that zombie, thinking he's hot shit. You know what I'm going to do? Not waste a shotgun blast on him. I was going to blow his head off, but I'm not going to. Hup! Hup! Oh no! Get off my foot! Get off! Dead. There we go. Still exploded his head. So I've taken 2 hits now, and I haven't... I'm not limping yet. That's kind of cool. Misfit says, how would a console-exclusive character work on multiple platforms? Money, that's how. It should be Doom Guy, no discussion. Combine, combine. Yes, mix the herb. And then combine, combine. Yes, mix the herb. Okay, Ron Kelly says, well then, yes, I am a Kevin Smith fan. Yeah, I thought so, because you know when... You know, on Smodcast, whenever him and Moser are trying to do, like, an English accent, they always do the size of a tangerine. That's, like, their line to get into the accent. See these lockers here? That's where the, secret costumes are. I'd never really thought much of those costumes, to be honest. You know what I will do? I will save it, though. I haven't saved it yet. Let me just... nope. I don't want to save... No, not yet, because I think... Can I not pick... Is there not something here? No. I know there's a hidden film that you can collect upstairs. And then I keep pressing down and square because I'm so used to doing the quick 180 and like all the other Resident Evils. There's a hidden film that you can get from upstairs. And when you develop it, it's just a picture of Rebecca Chambers from the first game. And I'm not gonna get that because you have to search this desk 50 times. Like, just keep hitting X and it'll say like there's nothing here or something like that. You just keep pressing S until you've searched it 50 times, and then you get the film, and it's nothing special. It's just a picture of Rebecca Chambers, if memory serves. Panda says, I think he's using the PS3. Well, he's back already, son. That's what I like about Panda. Yeah, I'm on the PS3, son. Wireless, baby. I do have a PS1. But it's just easier to play and stream and record if I'm playing it on the PS3, you know? Plus, I don't actually have this game on disc. It is on my PS3. So there's that. DJ Geek says, sorry for my vocabulary. English is my second language. Hey, never apologize, man. Your English is better than my whatever your language is. Nerd says, is it bad that I have not played a Resident Evil game? Yes, you should feel bad. No, I'm only joking. But what you should do is play Resident Evil games. You can pick them up dirt cheap now. Thing is, though, if you never played the original 3 games, you might have a bad time because they are, as you can see, they don't just look old, they are old. They've got tank controls and stuff. And I know a lot of people don't really like tank controls. I played enough games growing up that had tank controls that I sort of saw it coming. See, like, as I grew up with a Mega Drive, with a Mega Drive, with no analog sticks or anything, and I saw the evolution to PlayStation with shoulder buttons, and I know Nintendo had shoulder buttons as well, but PlayStation with 4 shoulder buttons. Then they've evolved and had analog sticks, and I was like, ooh, this is... Oh, they vibrate as well, that's new. And then I saw all the evolution, PS2, PS3, PS4, so kids these days, they're just like, you know, they're raised on your God of War and your Spider-Man. I was raised on this, partly. Right, I kept hold of that red gem because I believe upstairs is where I need to use it. Rowan Kelly says, is Mr. X coming anytime soon? No, because... Hang on, I think I hear a George. Hey, George. Yeah, boy. It's a George. No, Mr. X is not coming. Because he is only on the second stories. So, like, just in case anyone doesn't know, this game came on 2 discs. A Leon disc and a Claire disc. And you put... whichever one you put in first, say Leon, you'll do the A scenario as Leon. And when, come on, Georgie. Come on, Georgie. Come on. He'll go over there and he'll have a look and then he'll come back. So you put the Leon disc in and you play through scenario A as Leon, and Claire gets out of the car that crashed at the beginning on the other side of this fire. So then she goes through and does a different scenario. He's a Georgie. And then when you finish Leon A, you can then load up... It gives you a special save file, and you can load up Claire's disc, and you can go through the B scenario with Claire, which is a harder scenario, where you go to slightly different places and things, and that's when Mr. X turns up. Or as I called him back in the day, Tyrant, because he's a tyrant. I didn't know he was called Mr. X until Resident Evil 2 Remake came out, and the whole world was calling him Mr. X, and I was like, oh. So he's got a name then, other than Tyrant. That's weird. I guess I'll better start calling him Mr. X then. Even though whenever I hear Mr. X, I think of X-Files and Metal Gear Solid 2. But there we go. Oh, Wally's here. Get out of here with that Shaggy bullshit. I never gave a fuck about Shaggy. I don't care for this meme. And I don't think... I think if we must have a guest character... Make it a good one, not fucking Shaggy. Get out of here with your Shaggy shit. Hate that Shaggy shit. Uh-huh. Okay. Now I know which blocks do these have to go on. What does it say? Something is written on the mounting. Oh, of course. I don't have to put the red gem in here. This is where I get the second one. The god of sun and the god of moon. Their gaze upon me is the only thing that can release a red cell. Right. Yep. So they have to swap sides. Is where they have to go. See, Rowan Kelly knows what's up. The Shaggy meme is so dumb. But hey, you know what? I'm pretty sure I loved some dumbass shit when I was a kid. And Wally says, yeah, I thought it was weird when I first heard Mr. X. Yeah, it is weird. I mean, it's not. It's normal for most people, but for me it's weird, because, like I say, I've always known him as Tyrant. Next he'll tell me when Resident Evil 3 Nemesis comes out, he'll be like, Mr. Y, or something. And they'll be like, no, his name is Nemesis. Okay, fucking, okay. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Ron Kidder says, what console do you play Mr. X on? Depends. Well, what do you mean? Like, he's in this, so PS1, PS3, PS2, because you can play this on all three of those. And he's in the new one, so I guess Xbox 360 and Xbox One and PS4? Who knows? Hooray! I got 2 Chaos Emeralds. Well, now I'm going to fuck off back downstairs and drop off those 2 gems, because Leon's like, well, I'm out of pockets. Bullshit. Inventory management bullshit. Metalhead says, I wonder what Goro's canonical age is. He's over 2,000 years old. So there's that. He won the Mortal Kombat right up until when the first tournament, where Liu Kang and Johnny Cage and that lot, when they defeated Goro and Shang Tsung. Up until that point, Goro had won 9 Mortal Kombat tournaments in a row, which meant that he'd won Mortal Kombat 9 generations running. Just 9 generations of straight winning. And then Liu Kang came along and went, get lost. And then he lost, and that would have been the 10th win they needed to merge the realms. So yeah, Goro's badass, and he's ancient. Misfit says, he said MKX, Harp. Oh, what, you mean, what do I play MKX on? Yeah, Panda's got me covered. Play MKX on PS4. That's just how it be. Voice Legend says, while I like Resident Evil, I've only ever completed the 1st and 4th games because I hate puzzles! Yeah, me too. I used some guides on some of these puzzles. And I tell you what, on Resident Evil 3, I've probably completed Resident Evil 3 a dozen times. Again, I don't think I've done it this century, but I've completed it so many times. And there's always one puzzle I never learned how to do, because it would involve, like, actual work. And it's one where you've got these 3 clocks. Each one has a hole in it, and you get these 3 stones, each of different material. And if you put a stone in this one, it'll put it forward a certain amount of time. Put that same stone in a different one, it puts it forward a different time. And I would honestly just keep mixing and matching the stones until it just passed the puzzle, and it would take about a minute or so. I'm just like, yep, keep going. Okay, puzzle passed. I never learned how to do that one. Okay. Portal Combat says, good to see the old. Hey, did you see my video, Portal Combat? That's the name of my video, Portal Combat. Gosh. I think it was, I lumped it in with my Portal Combat series. I just had a bit of fun using, doing custom combat with a friend. And we were like stacking, look how many bullets these guys are taking. Wow. That's a lot of bullets. But at least they're not going to get back up. Because you can tell. Like, if they took fewer bullets than that to go down, they probably would have gotten back up. See, like, this guy will probably get back up. Nope, he's bleeding, so he's down forever. Now, this door's locked, I believe. Is there another zombie here? I think there is. I don't see him. Nope, he's not. But this door is locked. A spade. What'd you call me? Okay. Stars. Oh, God, Nemesis, man. Well, one of the scariest things about Nemesis was the fact that he could follow you through loading screens, which was a big deal at the time, because in this game, no one can follow you through loading screens, not even Mr. X. In Resident Evil 3, Nemesis would turn up, and you'd be like, fuck, and you'd run, go through a door, and you're like, haha, I'm safe, and then you'd be like moseying along through the next section. And as soon as the camera cuts to a different angle, so it's not looking at the door, you hear a door slam, and you just hear him go, stars, and you're like, shh, he's followed me, and he follows you through a couple of them. And then, at one point, he turns up with a rocket launcher. He just has a rocket launcher. It's ridiculous. Oh, shotgun. Can I take the ammo out of it? No. Fine. Hang on, what's this? There are various devices. This must be where they gathered information. Uh-huh. Oh, first aid spray in that bag. Several files from past cases. Nothing useful here. Give me that first aid spray, fool. Yes, I will. No, it says... So what do you think about Elder Scrolls 6? When do you think that will come out? Where do you think it will be based in? I'm expecting it... 2024 is when I'm expecting it. Because I'm expecting the PS5 and Xbox, whatever you call it, next year, 2020. And then I think Starfield will be a launch title for that. It's already known that Starfield is a next-gen game, and that Elder Scrolls 6 is coming after that. So I think Starfield will be out as a launch title for PS5, and then 4 years later we'll get Elder Scrolls 6. That's what I think. As for where it will be set, who knows? Some people are saying Hammerfell, some people are saying High Rock. They did, I think it was ZeniMax, or maybe Bethesda, they did register the word Redfall, so I'm thinking it might be called the Elder Scrolls 6 Redfall. And if it's Redfall, maybe it's the land of the Red Guard, which I think is High Rock. Nope, I think it's Hammerfell. I always get confused with those two. So, out go my theories. I've been saying for years I think it's going to be set in elsewhere, for various reasons. And then other people have been saying, no, it's going to be set in Violentwood. And I'm like, okay, that'd be cool, I guess. But no, it looks like it might not be. There are various trophies. One of them reads, Marksman Contest winner, Chris Redfield. Ha! Get it? The first game. And these are the same ones. Okay. So, this is the desk you have to search... Ooh. This is the desk you have to search 50 times to get that thing I'm not going to get. It's trashed, but someone must have searched the desk. Yeah, they didn't search it well enough, did they? They got to search it 50 times. It appears to be a replica of a gun. The owner is probably a member of the NRA. Okay, anything of interest? I believe... See, I always get confused now between this and Resident Evil 3, because a lot of the locations in this game are in Resident Evil 3. Like, I'm pretty sure this police station... In fact, no, this police station is in Resident Evil 3. And I can never remember if it's 3 or 2 where I'm just about to leave the room, and as I leave, I'll get a fax through on that machine. Chris's diary. No thanks. Ooh, a thing. Would you take the thing? The unicorn medal? I will. I think I know where that goes. Oh no. It must be Resident Evil 3 when the
Leon.
fax comes through on the machine.
It's
We
good
found
to see
each
you're
other.
still among the living.
It's good to see you're still among the living.
Looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all.
Yeah, your brother's not here, son. He's in Resident Evil 5.
There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Right.
Right.
One last thing. Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
Cool. So yeah. Yeah, Metalhead's like literally 13 years after Skyrim. Yeah, I mean, I remember Todd Howard saying that they didn't want to release Skyrim on the PS3 because they said they've never released 2 Elder Scrolls games on one generation before. But they went, fuck it, let's do it. Voice Legend says, yeah, the entire city is the same except 3's is slightly larger with newer areas. Yes, and I remember you can do dodges and stuff in 3, can't you? Like, when Nemesis runs at you and starts to clothesline you, you can just go, ha-ha, and then run away. Nerd says, the remake is gorgeous and well-voiced. Yes, the remake looks like they just knocked it out of the park. I've been keeping very little attention on it. I've seen very little from the game, because as soon as I saw the first screenshot, I was like, I'm buying it. So I've been trying to steer clear of anything that might be giving anything away, because I already know I'm going to buy it. And it looks like they've just knocked it out of the park. Panda says, why would you split up again, though? Duh, so you could cover more ground. And also, because it's a story. Ron Kelly says, man, compelling and deep cutscenes, am I right? This is fine. Voice Legend says, the reason why I feel Nemesis is still scary is because he's in some loading screens. He chases you everywhere. The fucker can run and you sometimes have... Yeah, exactly. Sometimes he has a rocket launcher, right? He can follow you through loading screens and he runs. He's... Like, people talking about Mr. X, right? Let me tell you something about Mr. X. He looks comical. He doesn't look scary. He's like a big guy, but he's got like trench coat and hat. Why? I'm wearing a fedora. Ha ha ha. I never thought he looked scary. And then you see Nemesis and you're like, oh, fuck, that's scary. And it's basic. Like, imagine if Mr. X could sprint and sometimes had a rocket launcher. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look, Adrian's is here. How goes it, sir? Deadborg says, why is your name Harperlarp? I've already answered this tonight. Because a friend of mine said Harperlarp once. There we go. True story. Metalhead says, do you play Elder Scrolls Online? If so, you should stream that sometimes if you'd like. I bought it despite my better judgment. I spent 2 years listening to the Elder Scrolls Off the Record podcast, and they had it on PC, because it came out on PC 2 years before it came out on PS4. And every time they spoke about it, I was like, nah, this just doesn't sound good. I don't want an MMO Elder Scrolls. As far as I know, no one does. We just want a regular Elder Scrolls game that you can play with a friend. Just 2-player co-op in a normal Elder Scrolls game, or a normal Fallout game. And for some reason they can't do that. They're like, here you go, here's an MMO. Here you go, here's Fallout 76. No one asked for these things. As far as MMOs go, Elder Scrolls Online's been well received, and I'm sure it's decent as far as MMOs go. Turns out I don't really like MMOs. And it does, despite what people tell you, Elder Scrolls Online does not feel like an Elder Scrolls game. It feels like an MMO, just kind of slapped slightly in an Elder Scrolls skin. Doesn't feel anything like an Elder Scrolls game to me. And the worst part about it was, I bought it so I could play it with my friend. My one friend who loves Elder Scrolls about as much as I do, we were like, yeah, let's do this, let's buy it. And I said, I'm going to keep my receipt just in case, I want to take it back and stuff. And I never did take it back. But we could not play together. Every time we went to try and start a quest, we would get instanced off into our own little dimensions, and we just could not do any missions together, and I said, fuck this game. So Elder Scrolls Online could suck a dick. In what context did your friends call you Harperlarp? They were going out, and they bought me a can of Coke because I'd asked for it, and they left me a note, and he said, here's your can of Coke, Harperlarp. That's it. That's as interesting as the story gets. And then years later, I was like, my username was Armageddon, and then after a while I was like, I could do with a new one. I thought, Harperlarp. Yeah, why not? Just call it Harperlarp. So, let's leave. Deadborg says, Resident Evil 2 is nothing compared to the Sub-Zero ponytail when it comes to terror. Yeah, that's true. Although, the crocodile on this game is pretty good. That's an iconic moment. Hang on, Voice Legend says, your stream is dropping, Alex. Is it? Looks fine to me. I see the green square for good health. Okay, yeah, you say it looks fine now. My connection is... Did anyone else see it drop, or was it just Voice Legend? Because I only see him mentioning it. So maybe it was on his end. But it might have been on my end, but like I say, it looks fine on my end. Let me just close snaz. No need for snaz to be open. Rowan Kelly says, bought the Elder Scrolls Online for €10 and the same thing happened to me, so I took it back. Yeah, I paid, I think 50 quid for it. I was like, fuck this game. DJ Geek says, I want an MKX with all the character on next gen. Maybe. But I mean, if that's going to happen, pardon me, if that's going to happen, then we'd either have to wait 10 years for a game, because making characters isn't just a quick thing. It takes a lot of time and work. So, either we'd be waiting fucking ages for a new game, or we'd get shortcuts like we got in MK Armageddon. That game had every Mortal Kombat character in it up until that point, and they had no endings. That bit made me jump a little bit, because I wasn't expecting it then. Get off me, you damn arms! Ugh. But yeah, I keep taking hits and I'm still fine. I'll take it. In Mortal Kombat Armageddon, when you finish the arcade story or whatever, there wasn't a cutscene. It would just show your character doing some martial arts. And that's because they didn't have the time or the budget to make endings for like 30 plus characters or whatever. So you know what I'd rather have? I would rather have, I mean look, huge rosters are good, but I would rather have a tight, balanced roster than just an enormous one full of fluff. If I'm being totally honest. I was just thinking, can I go in that door? But no, I need a key. Voice Legend says, I was eyeballing it well. It wasn't my end. You were getting blurry and everything. Well, there we go. Panda says, I noticed it went a little blurry. Yeah, well, maybe your eyes are going a little bit blurry. Nah, I do believe you that there was something afoot, but it's obviously not here anymore. Have you played the MK1 remaster? No. If I want to play MK1, I'll play it on an emulator, which I did when I made my top 5 favourite Mortal Kombat characters video, and oh god, that game is horrible now. Slow, unresponsive, all the characters are the same except for their special moves. No thanks. I'm glad new games exist. I'm glad new games exist. I don't normally go back and play old games, he says. But generally I don't. To obtain a key to open your heart, wait for the unicorn, beautiful beast. Yeah, well, let me use it then. And then a key drops out. Ding! Look, perfect. Voice Legend said, man, I'm too used to this game. That didn't scare me at all. See, oh, that's the... Which key is that? The spade. Nice. I knew that the arms were coming through the windows, but I didn't know when. I just knew at some point they would. Resident Evil Survivor scares me more, says Voice Legend. Yeah, the only reason Survivor scared me was because it was so fucking awful. I never had a light gun on the PlayStation, but my friend had a G-Con 45, so I borrowed that. Borrowed his version of Resident Evil Survivor. And my god, it's arguably the worst Resident Evil game I've ever played. And I say arguably because I have played... What's it called? Resident Evil Outbreak, I think it was, on the PS2. God, that was awful. But yeah, Resident Evil Survivor, not good. So now I have a key. I have this key. I'm going to go back this way and check out some doors that I think were locked. Deadbog says, Nemesis is Mickey Mouse compared to Sub-Zero Ponytail, man. Yeah, let's not go crazy. See, I don't really want to carry all of these. Yeah, stash that. I don't really want to carry both shotguns, but... can I discard something more? I can equip, check, and combine. I can't discard stuff. I will then. I'll carry the shotgun with me until I use 2 shots, and then I'll throw it in the box. DJ Geek says, why Leon is not in Marvel vs. Capcom? I don't know. I don't know, because Chris Redfield's in it, I guess? I don't know, I don't care about Marvel vs. Capcom. You have used the precinct key. Da 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 da. Voice Legend says, the thing that scares me about Survivor is the perspective. When you're shooting, a fucker will be right behind you and the camera will snap at him, and then and there the zombie is. Dude, have you played Resident Evil 7 in VR? Have you played Resident Evil 7 in VR? Holy shit. Patrol report, bye. Rowan Kelly says, AVGN's video on Area Survivor is hilarious. It is. Most of his videos are hilarious. I love AVGN. Okay. Now, I think there's a little step ladder I have to push. Yep, there it is. Because there's something I have to get from... Oh, the crank. What's the crank for? I don't know. It's for cranking stuff, obviously. I'm having flashbacks. Is it in that room? Maybe. Maybe. Is there more to this room down this way? No. Okay. Visual materials. That's very descriptive. Blue Phoenix says, I have, and it's scary as fuck. Yeah, it really is. No, it says, my stream juice is Mountain Dew Voltage. Yeah, I'm just finishing a couple of the last 2 cans I had from that last bunch. Would you take the crank? Yes. I can't drink energy drink while I'm streaming. Fuck that. I found, like, if I'm going to have like a can or a bottle of energy drink, I don't really want to drink it after 4 PM, is what I found. Coffee's fine, but... Wait for it! Classic ambient music. Right, so I've got ribbons I need to put back in the box. I've got a crank I should probably go put in the box. And you know what? I should get rid of one of these shotguns. There's no point carrying 2, is there? Really? Misfit says, my stream juice is tea and ginger nuts. Nice. Panda said, I liked Code Veronica. How come you didn't like Code Veronica, Voice Legend? Voice Legend says, like Resident Evil 0 has to be the worst fucking video game experience in all of my entire life. You have not played truly bad games, then. I've never played Resident Evil 0, to be fair, but I played Code Veronica, and it was pretty good. I don't think it was... I mean, I didn't play it through to completion, but I know, like, the gist of it, because they didn't put it on PlayStation, did they? They were like, here's 1, 2, 3, and then we'll ship this one out to the side on the Dreamcast, and then go back to PlayStation 4. It's like, well, it was basically like an extension of 2 and 3. It was kind of like this style, except some of the camera angles weren't static. The camera would move. But I didn't think much of the boss guy. Something to do with ants and twins and cross-dressers. It seemed about as dumb as the Resident Evil 4 story, to be honest. Thanos says MK versus Street Fighter. Yep, that's something people were talking about when I was a kid. Like, when I was, like, 7 years old, people were like, oh, imagine if they did Mortal Kombat vs. Street Fighter. And everyone's response was always the same. They would never do that. They wouldn't dare. And then they didn't. They did Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which was good. And I'm still waiting for Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Is that cancelled? But yeah, Mortal Kombat vs. Street Fighter would be awesome. But I think they... Well, I was going to say I think they're too different, but Tekken and Street Fighter are insanely different, and they put those two together. Right, I don't think I need the crank yet, so I'll put it back there. How dumb is it that I have a key takes up an entire slot? So... Yes, I will go back this way. So I've got a spade. Oh yeah, the map. Can I see on the map, does it show me what key opens which door requires which key? Is it this one? No. It's this one. Map! Okay, yellow doors are unlocked. What about up? No, yellow doors can't be unlocked because that yellow door there is a locked door. So I guess they don't tell you if doors are locked or unlocked. Wait for it. Voice Legend says, I just feel like Code Veronica's puzzles go too damn far with its creativity. They were not designed for human. You just hate puzzles, don't you? I've got generally nothing against puzzles. I don't particularly like them, but you know, I don't seem to have an insane hatred for them. Rowan Kelly says, have you played Smash Ultimate? No, but I will buy it, and I will play it, and I'll stream it. Once, and then no one will watch it, and then I'll never stream it again. Thanos says, who would win, I think? MK. What, in Mortal Kombat vs. Street Fighter? Probably Mortal Kombat, yeah. I mean, you know, Street Fighter's pretty cool. It's got Akuma. My boy Akuma, he's badass. And Voice Legends like, I absolutely hate puzzles. Fair enough. I guess you didn't like the original Tomb Raider games then, or any Tomb Raider games. It's locked. Okay, that's a diamond, right? Now I know there's a door up here that needs to be unlocked. I don't remember if it's a spade or not. Rowan Kelly says, though, gotta say though, Sub-Zero Mythologies is the best Mortal. Nope, my keyboard won't even let me type it. I've never played it. When I heard about it as a kid, I was like, that sounds cool, I want to play it. But get this. This is why I didn't play it. Because Official UK PlayStation Magazine, which I used to get every month, gave it and this is the only time I ever saw them give this score, a 1 out of 10. And I was like, damn! I ain't buying it, though. Voice Legend says, especially the ones that are difficult to figure out on my own. I hate looking at walkthroughs. I don't mind looking at walkthroughs. I'd rather do that than be stuck. But yeah, I'd rather not have to do any. Really. DJ Geek says, Tekken vs Street Fighter vs MK vs Marvel vs Capcom vs Dead or Alive vs Shaggy. Nah, no thanks. Ron Kelly says, you should make an open lobby and play with the people on your stream when you play Smash Ultimate. Yes, I'm sure all one of you has a Switch and has Smash. I mean, maybe, you know. I mean, I haven't played Smash since... I played a tiny bit of Brawl when it first came out. Didn't care for it. Because you had to use the Wii controllers. But I played quite a bit of Melee before that. I loved Melee. That was awesome. So yeah, it's been a while since I played Smash. All I know is Smash is awesome. And there's a new one. And I happen to have a Nintendo console now. Which is very rare for me. So I'm buying Smash Ultimate. Voice Legend says, as for Tomb Raider, I never got into it. I played the first one for the first time last year on Sega Saturn. Ooh. I remember I borrowed it off a friend. He had it on PS1 and I borrowed Tomb Raider 1 and I was like, yes. This key is useless now. Discard? Yes. I like that option. Yeah, and I played it and I was like, this is pretty good. So I bought it. And then I bought 2 and 3 and then 4. I don't think I ever finished any Tomb Raider, like, all the way through without cheats. I know I used, like, level skip cheats and stuff. Voice Legend says, now this is going to sound hilarious. I beat Sub-Zero Mythologies numerous times. And it's a puzzling-ass game, too. Yeah, that is weird. Ron Kelly says, well, I do, so I'd be down to play on or off stream. Maybe we'll play on stream, then. We shall see. Now, here we go. Actually, this is a perfect opportunity to use my 2 shotgun shells. Now, I should aim for center of mass. But I want to blow one of their heads off. And it's going to be... Who's it going to be? It's going to be you. Sucker! Boom! That's so cool. You just aim up and you blow their head up and their head just explodes and shit. That was so cool seeing that back in 98 or whatever this was. What's the matter, fool? Can't you get me? Can I get a drink? God, Shenmue would let me get a drink. Hey, I said, get down, punk. It's loading something. There we go. Why does he keep looking at those bodies? Who's this? Thanos says, I've never played Tomb Raider. Get out. Nah, Tomb Raider's alright. I loved the first 3. All the rest are okay, I guess. I didn't even really care for the reboot in 2014 or wherever it came out. Everyone was like, this game is amazing, and I played it, and I was like, it's okay, I guess. I honestly had to push myself to finish it. I was like, you know, I don't really want to play this, but I might as well finish it. I'm near the end. And all I could think about was, when you look at the thing, those objects you can manipulate, and then you hear someone rattling off some speech. One of the guys was voiced by the guy that did Ulfric Stormcloak in Skyrim, and that's all I could think. I was like, oh, it's Ulfric. Language I can't read. Just subscribed and became a fellow friend. Hello to you. I cannot read it, so there we go. Voice Legend says, thing is, I didn't properly grow up playing Resident Evil or Tomb Raider, but watched my brother play it. I was more into Crash Bandicoot, Sonic and shit back in the 90s. I was into all that stuff, son. It's beautiful. What's this way? Deadass. Doesn't Sherry go through that at some point? Oh, this is all so weird. It doesn't look like I can pass through here. The door is nailed shut. Okay, what about here? Hello? Ooh, ammunition. I will gladly take ammunition. You know what I really should do, though? But it's... Yes, I will do it. Okay. I was going to say, what I should do is take the shotgun back to the box and replace it for the other shotgun with 5 shots in it. But I thought, I don't want to have to run all the way back to that first area in the police station where the box is. But then I remembered, there's a box in the dark room, which is under the stairs, in the next area, so that's fine. Voice Legend says, the only ultra-violent games I played, MK and GTA. Yeah, I loved Resident Evil, loved the old-school Mortal Kombats, and so on and so forth. Sonic games, always been a huge Sonic fan. Deadborg says, did you know one of the dragons in Skyrim is voiced by the guy who voices Mario? Yes, Parthenax, comically named by fans Party Snacks, is voiced by Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario. That is an insane fact, and yes, I did know that. It's crazy to think. You really, especially when you hear his voice, you're like, what the fuck? That's the guy that goes, it's me, Mario. Right, I probably need that crank or something, don't I? Although, I don't think I need the crank until I go back into the main hall of the police station and then on to the other side. I don't know. It's been a while. Let's go this way. Rowan Kelly says, after Crash Bandicoot was mentioned, I pictured him as a DLC in MK11. It's the greatest thing I've ever had the pleasure of imagining. That'd be funny, but no, give me Doom Guy. I'm firmly of the belief that Doom Guy is the most badass video game character of all time. And I'm waiting for someone to put forward a compelling case to the contrary. Because, I mean, he's so badass, right? You've got... I can't remember the name of the guy. I need to find it. Find this guy's channel. And send you... Well, just look for a video called In the Mind of Doom Guy. Like, not now. Okay, now. Open up a tab. Type In the Mind of Doom Guy. And then keep that video for later. Because that guy is fucking brilliant. He basically, like, breaks down the story of the Doom Slayer in Doom 2016. And it was never really made clear in the game, but you can piece together pieces of information. And basically, the idea is that there was this realm that happened to exist, and they had this this thing called the Crucible, and the demons who lived in Hell wanted it, right? Ardent Nur, I think, is the name of the realm that we call Hell. They want this thing, but the people in this realm don't want the demons to have it, and the devil and all that shit. So they basically set up these guardians to watch over it. Anyway, this one demon goes up to one of these guards, and he goes, "Hey, so we know your son died, right? And we know it's a bit of a sore subject for you, right? We can return him to you. Now, I know it might seem impossible, but we have the powers of hell on behind us. We can do this. Now, all we ask is that you lower the defenses a little bit. You put a little bit of a hole in your security so we can get that crucible thing, because we kind of need it. Go on, we'll give you your son back." So this guard was like, "Okay, fine, I'll do it. Fine, you can have this crucible thing, anything to see my son again." So they were like, "You shouldn't have done that because we're from Hell." So they went in and stole a crucible or whatever, and they ended up merging this realm with Hell. It sort of like became merged, much like Shao Kahn wants to merge Outworld and Earthrealm. So the two realms became merged, and the son was returned to this guardian, except he wasn't returned to him in human form or anything like that. He was returned to him as the icon of sin, which I'm sure you've seen if you played Doom. It's basically the big goat head that's a wall, and in Doom 2016, it's like there's one level where you look up and it's just like this giant fucked up goat head. That was the son returned. That's how they returned the son, in that form. This did not please the Guardian. I'm spitting. This did not please the Guardian. He became so angry. And I'm talking making Scorpion look happy in terms of how angry he is. It made him so angry that he just went to Hell and basically dedicated his life to just destroying everything there. You've seen, this is the Doom Guy. The Doom Slayer. So there's one level in Doom 2016, I'm sure you've seen it, it's in all the promotional work, where there's like a giant skull on the ground, and like you end up going into its mouth and stuff. That skull belonged to a creature called the Titan, and it was pretty fucking big. Guess who killed it? That's right. The guy who... Hell, literal hell, with demons and the devil and everything, they are terrified of Doom Guy. Terrified of him. Name a more badass character than that. Name it. Hang on, Voice Legend says, "I'm crazy at MK games. I'm a juggle maniac. It does not matter which game it is. I love juggling." Why haven't we fought on Mortal Kombat then? Hey? Look, Thanos says, "Play Doom on stream." I did, several times. Pardon me. I streamed Doom 2016, And I started a series called All the Dooms, where I was going to stream all the Dooms. So Doom 1, 2, and Final Doom on the PS1. Doom 3 BFG edition. Doom 2016. And I think that was it. But I stopped. I got most of the way through Doom 2, and then I stopped for various reasons. Something happened. I think my stream broke down on one of them, and it just didn't... I don't know. Those streams weren't being particularly well viewed anyway, so I just kind of stopped it. But yeah, I've got a whole playlist called All the Dooms if you want to see me stream Doom. This library seems familiar. Would you take the red herb? I will. Rowan Kelly's what? Even more badass than Gordon Freeman? Yes, even more badass than that fucking asshole. That's incredibly dark, says Rowan Kelly. You should watch this guy's video Inside the Mind of Doom Guy, because he explains it in more detail and funnier than I do. I subscribe to him after watching that video. And DJ Geek says Doom Eternal is coming. I know. And I can't fucking wait. It's going to be awesome. This is why I think Doom Guy would... Another reason why I think he'd make an awesome guest character for Mortal Kombat, because he's relevant in today's pop culture. People want Spawn. When was the last time anyone spoke about Spawn? Other than make him a guest in Mortal Kombat. Exactly. Never. When was the last time people spoke about Doom Guy? Oh yeah, he was just in one of the finest first-person shooters ever made, which is getting a sequel next year, this year even. I think he should be in Mortal Kombat 11, but there we go. None of these books appear to be useful. Now that's judging several books by their covers. It's hard to jabber on and play this game and read your guys' comments as well. Your guys' comments? Why did I say that? It's so dumb. Voice Legend said, can US players even go against UK players? Oh, there we go. That's why we haven't fought, because you're in the US. Even so, I have to renew my PlayStation Plus. I know someone in the EU can play on American servers, but it involves like buying another copy of the game and creating an American PlayStation account, and I'm like, fuck that. Okay. This is starting to be familiar. I'm going to fall through here, aren't I? Yes. Ha! That didn't make me jump because I knew it was coming. Okay, so. Does this just tell me the layout? A bronze plate with a picture on it. Okay, blue, yellow, yellow, blue. Right. Let's go. Open. Yes, push it. Blue. See, I'm looking at the blue and yellow markers, which I've never done before in this puzzle. I've always, maybe I did the first time I saw it, but I've always known which order to push them in. I've always known which order to push them in, so it's weird having to like actually think about it. Is that it? That is it. Blue, yellow, yellow, blue. Yo, you found a plug. The bishop plug. Can't really remember what that's for. Rowan Kelly says, what Doom did you say was on PS1? Well, you can buy Doom, which has... Well, they call it the Ultimate Doom. It's Doom and Doom 2 on one disc. That was actually the first game we got. Christmas '96, we got our PS1, and the first game... And there was 5 games, and the first one we opened was Doom. So that's always got a special place in my heart. That's Doom 1 and Doom 2, or you can just choose to play Ultimate Doom, which goes through both games. So when you finish the last level of Doom 1, it just plays the next level of Doom 2. So there's that. And then there's Final Doom. Those are the ones on the PS1. DJ Geek says, I want Shinnok Head as a playable character. That could be funky. So I got a bishop plug. I don't know what it's for. Is there a door? There is a door. There's also a door up there. What's the score as George Doors? Doom Guy versus Kratos. Well, Doom Guy would win, because Kratos... Now, admittedly, the only God of War game I've played is the first one, and that was kind of recently. But in my experience, Kratos seems pretty weak. I know he's not, but it kind of sucks that you have to hit every enemy 10 bajillion million times for them to die. Whereas Doom Guy just goes, shoot, 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 and then just tears them to pieces with his hands. So Doom Guy would win. Hands down. With relative ease. Hello. Die! There we go. Doom Guy versus Thanos, says Thanos. Well, it depends. Depends if Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet. If he does, then he wins. If he doesn't, then Doom Guy will win. Okay, I'm gonna put this ladder down. I remember this. Yes, push the button. Rowan Kelly says, I've never even heard of Doom. I thought there was just 4. There's loads, mate. I mean, on the PC, I don't know about the PC versions, other than they released them in episodes and stuff, so, like, I know there's one episode called Knee Deep in the Dead and stuff, and things like that. All I know is on the PS1, there's Doom, Doom 2, Final Doom, and I think that's it. And then the next one after that was Doom 3, which is one of the few games that truly did scare me back in the day. It was crazy. And I'm sure there's probably others I've forgotten. Voice Legend says any MK character can take on Doom Guy. You're right, any MK character can take on Doom Guy. Very few of them would defeat Doom Guy, but they all can take him on. Shao Kahn versus Doom Guy. Yeah, Doom Guy would win. Tear him in half, wouldn't he? I think you're all underestimating how badass Doom Guy is. Did you play Doom 2016? Oh, I found a small key. I know a place I can use that. Boo boo. Don't need that. Give me this. It's been a while since I saved. Let me save it. Also, let me do this. Combine. There we go. I don't know what the bishop plug's for. Well, I'll put it back in the box after I've saved it. Pardon me. Oh, look, a diary. No thanks. You take the ink ribbon? Yes. Bom 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 ba ba ba. Voice Legend says you have to completely destroy a MK character. Just look at MK11 Baraka's fatality. A skull completely ripped in half and the brain stabbed, and they're still alive until it's ripped out. Well, death means nothing in Mortal Kombat. So there's that. Did I save it? I don't think I did. I think I just picked up the ink ribbons and came back to the box. Unless I did save it. And I wasn't paying attention. Memory card 1, fool. Remember when memory cards were a thing? I remember you used to be able to get Hunk and Tofu as bonus characters on this. And yes, I know they're in the new one. And I unlocked them once. I remember doing Hunk's one, and it was okay. But I tried Tofu's mission, and it was too hard because all you have is just a knife, which makes you so hard to kill anyone. But I remember to unlock them, you need like 8 empty slots on a memory card, and a normal memory card only has 15 slots. And some games take up multiples. Gran Turismo 1, I think, was 5 slots, and Gran Turismo 2 was 4 slots. In a 15-slot memory card, that's ridiculous. But in Resident Evil, for this, if you wanted to get Tofu, because of the different scenarios and all of this stuff, I distinctly remember you needed 8 empty save slot blocks if you were going to try and unlock Hunk and Tofu. It was a big deal. Right, I've got a small key. I'm going to go back to a locked drawer and try and get some ammo out of it. Voice Legend says, Onaga, man, even a god couldn't kill him. Yeah, but he also couldn't catch an old man. He's slow AF. Doom Guy would just be like, I'm just going to stand out of your range. Also, I have guns. He's got a super shotgun, which ordinarily would itself be enough. But in the new game, he's got a chain underneath it, so I guess the alternate fire is you can fire the shotgun, fire the chain at an enemy. It's kind of like Scorpion's harpoon, but in reverse. So he'll or Scorpion's spear. So he'll fire it, and it'll dig into an enemy, and then he'll grapple to where the enemy is, and then he's point blank range, holding a super shotgun. Oh mate, he needs to be in Mortal Kombat. He's got so many, like, fatality, BFG 9000. He just pulls it out and does something with it. It writes itself. Got so many different ways to kill people. Do 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 do. Voice Legend says, the only person to truly take on Doom Guy fairly is the Gloom Guy. I think I heard of Gloom. Isn't it like a really bad Doom clone, but with like elves and shit? I don't know. Oh, what is this? Components for a gun. Will you take the gun parts? I will. Can I attach them to my gun? Combine. Yeah, look at that, boy. Look at this. Gun customization. Look at that. So now I have a stock for my gun, which I think, yeah, it for some reason turns it into an automatic. So I think it fires in 3-round bursts. I can go like. So that just made that gun a whole lot more deadly, which is a beautiful thing. Good job I came, and I was going to save that key for some other place, because just in case you don't know, the small keys, there's a bunch of locks around the game that can only be unlocked by small keys, and like most locks in the game have a specific key, like the diamond key, diamond doors you need the diamond key for, but with the regular locks you just need any small keys. So I could have used that small key elsewhere, but I thought I'd go back. I thought there was going to be ammo in there, to be honest, but no. I found the gun parts, which is beautiful. Right. Hello, Zombag. Zombini Bombini. Eat shit. Now, is he dead? Because I don't want him to actually... He's not dead. I don't want him to come back. There we go. You got to give this game credit for this. When you fire a shot, the empty shell casing comes out and it hits the floor and stuff and you hear it. That's like a little detail that, you know, in this day and age it's kind of expected, but back then it was kind of new. Yeah, Deadbog says, remember how Doomguy killed Olivia? Yes! Fatality. He broke off a horn from a cyber demon, and the cyber demons are hardcore. Broke off a horn of a cyber demon and then just like hit it in the face with its own horn and killed it. He's so badass. It was brilliant. I'm hugely small is here. He says yo, and I say hello. I am hugely small. How goes it? Now, I'll get the shotgun out because I know at some point in this next room there's a liquor or two. I think that's on scenario B though, so we should be okay. I think it's just going to be zombies. Zombies. Okay, I'm not going to waste my shotgun blast on you. Hup, hup, hup. Hup. Are you dead? For real? Is that blood? No. It's a shadow. Oh, hello, zombie. He's like, I'm immune to fire. Don't mind me. So, need a fire extinguisher. Wow, look at that dynamic lighting, man. I remember them making a big deal about dynamic lighting in Tomb Raider 2, and I didn't know what dynamic lighting was, but it sounded cool. I thought it meant that... I thought it meant day and night cycles. That's what I thought dynamic lighting meant when I was a kid. Oh. This is a scary place. Because crows come in through the windows, and if memory serves, you unlocked it. I guess I'll go through it. If memory serves, it's best to not try and fuck around with the crows. You just save your ammo and run. If I recall correctly. Herb! I will save it, because I've got a red herb in the box. And if you mix a red and a green, it's basically the same as getting 3 greens. Which is a beautiful thing. More greens. In that case, do I have enough slots? Yes. In that case, I'll just mix them all here. Because why wouldn't you? Yes, I will take it. Yes, I will take it. I'm pressing the wrong button. Kumbun. Yes, kumbun it. I would like to kumbun this as well, thank you. Excellent. 3 herb things, and just so you know, a mixture of 3 herbs is the same as a first aid spray. It's full health. So 3 herbs is what you want. Oh, I know where I am now. This is where I need the crank, I think. This guy clearly isn't dead. Like, he's got a shadow. So he's going to stand up at some point. It's locked. A heart is etched under the keyhole. Hello? Yeah, I think this is where I need to use the crank, but I'm not entirely sure. Let me just check this desk. Hey, look, there's a zombie on the floor here as well. Yeah, you stay dead. Nothing to pick up. I thought there would have been something to pick up along here. Up in this bitch. Hello? No? Maybe I have to come back later. Or maybe it's a scenario B kind of thing. Hey, what's this? I guess I'll take the ink ribbon. I've got plenty right now. Right. Get rid of you. Although, I know you're not dead, so I'll shoot you again. Hey. Get out of here, you son of a bitch. Aha, a safe. A numerical keypad. Nope. I was like, do I remember what it was? Because I think this is one of those games where you can put in the correct number even if you haven't found it yet. Hey, what's this? Another herb. I guess I'll use it. I'm starting to run out of ammo, son. It's getting a bit scary. I've got 2 clips left. So there's... Okay, so if I press this... File. See if there's a file... See if there's a file that tells me what the safe combination is. That would be a beautiful thing. Police memorandum. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened. Aha! 2236. Nice. The first one I looked at. 2236. Shotgun shells. I'll take them. Starting to look a bit full on ammo now, boys. Oh, police station map. Would you take it? Yeah, sure. Why not? So now if I check the map, does it tell you which doors are locked? And yeah, okay. So now it does. So red door is locked. No, what? Go back. Okay, I'm just trying to think. Trying to envision where these things are. First floor. Because I thought that was the ground floor. Wait, Americans call the ground floor the first floor, don't they? Yeah, that's the first floor. They call it the second floor. Not confusing. Third floor. Right, okay, yeah, so that's where I think it is. So that door is locked. Okay, yeah, I know where that is. So it requires a purple key, whatever that is. And then the red one is the heart key. Okay. Okay, excelente. Let's kill us some zombags. Ooh. My god, the amount of times I heard all these zombie moans and groans as a kid, it's quite crazy. So, yeah, I can't go that way because I need the heart key, so I will go this way. Getting a little bit concerned that I'm getting a bit low on ammo, boys. Getting a little bit concerned. Oh, great. More zombies. Well, at least I got a shotgun now. Now I'm a little bit concerned that, that the chat might have stopped working, because normally, yeah, you guys have been chatting furiously all night, but no one's left a comment for the last 10 minutes. That strikes me as odd. Does that not strike you as odd? What if I close that and then reopen it? Because, yeah, maybe you guys all did shut up for 10 minutes. But that's weird, you know? Alright, George. So, shotgun. Let's get rid of these clowns. Forget you, clown. Try and get as many in one shot as I can. Hup! Yeah, that was so... Oh, stop going down and staying alive. That was such a cool feature back in the day. The fact that you could blow a zombie clean in two at the midsection, and then the legs would fall over, and then the torso would keep going. Hey, look, here we go. Look, I reopened the chat, and immediately there's comments. Excellent. So yeah, I'm guessing the chat maybe did mess up. I don't know. Did you go to the MK event? Says Thanos. No, I did not. Nerd says, what's your opinion on Fortnite? It's a solid game. I had a quite a bit of fun playing it with some friends. Haven't played it in quite a while, so about halfway through Season 5 was when I stopped playing it. So I deleted it because me and the boys stopped playing it. But yeah, it's a good game. I don't understand all the hate. I guess people just like to hate things that are popular. Or should I say, morons like to do that. I mean, I'm not saying that no one should have the right to hate Fortnite or go around saying, oh, Fortnite's so shit. But like, it is objectively not shit though. It's very popular. It's a solid game. It's like the new Minecraft. Everyone's like, oh, Minecraft is so shit. It's like Minecraft is a pretty good game. It's like 21st century Lego. Oh, now we're here. Okay, cool. We've come full circle-ish. Yeah, let me go back, because I know where I didn't go. I went down the stairs and into that bit. What I need to do is go back up the stairs and then around that way. Also, I haven't gone this way. So I need to remember there's a herb there. Remember that shit. I hear zombags. Out of my way, zombag. I don't like leaving them alive like this, because then they're just going to be alive when you come back here later. And I don't like that. Yep, calm down. Oh, pardon me. How much ammo? Oh no. I don't have much ammo and that scares me. Come on, game. I need this gun back out because I'm just going to finish this zombie off. Right, oh, look at this. I'm really low on ammo. It's a little bit scary now. Nerd says, I'm currently playing MKX. Beautiful. It's locked. A diamond, okay. Hello? Anyone got any ammo? Hello? I will pick up the red herb to mix it with the green herb. I'm so loaded up on full heals now. So I've got 3 full heals in terms of herbs, and I've got a first aid spray in the box. Maybe I should save ammo by getting bitten, because I can heal myself. Oh, anything interesting? God, I used to know this game inside out. It's so crazy. I used to just breeze through it without thinking to myself, oh, where am I going? What am I doing? What is this? Just a regular small key. Okay, I'll take it, I guess. And there's something in that room. That room's probably locked, isn't it? Wait. Yes, it is locked. Because it's the door I just checked. It needs a diamond key. What I didn't check is this one. A club key. Okay, so I need a diamond and a club to come back here. Thanos says, do you know history behind the warrior? I know of him. I don't know him personally. But yeah, he does some good-ass stuff. Rowan says, gotta go for a bit, Alex, but I'll be back. I don't know how long I'll be streaming for, so who knows. Maybe you'll be back, maybe not. Panda says, I have returned. Nice. He says, liquor smash. I didn't know if anyone... Oh, right. See, I thought the program had crashed, because, like, there was no new comments in 10 minutes. I thought, that's odd. But then, like, Panda's like, I'm back. And Rowan's like, I gotta go. And Misfit's like, I'm back. Yeah, it must be on scenario B. Oh, yeah, the liquor smashed through the window. No, I think that's when I go into the next room, next door, and then the liquor jumps in. That's what I think. Who knows? See, that's kind of a genius thing about having this game set with 2 characters and 2 scenarios. When you play it, like, 20 years later, you're like, which one is this? Is this gonna happen? Is it not? Can I pick up the herb? No, I've got too much junk. Okay. So, yeah, if I go through here, this will take me back here. And then if I go through there, there's a box, and I can dump some stuff in the box. Excellent. Yeah, I used to be able to blast through this game so quick. Thanos is like, I'll be back in a sec. Just use the time stone, son. It's rewind time, as they say. So, I don't need quite so many healing items, do I? Let me move this one up here. I've got so many damn healing items. No. I will save the game again. If it loads, there we go. I can't, there's no typewriter in here, I've just remembered. But there's one outside. There, fuck it. Fuck it. Right, so. Heals and see, Bishop Plug, I don't remember where that goes, or where these go. But I'll need them at some point, or this. But I don't know where they are. But I will run around and find them. All we've got to do is check the map to see where we've been and where we haven't. Panda said that's what I thought about the remake, but the fucker came out in the first time in that room. Fucked me right up. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the remake playing with my expectations. Like, because I know Mr. X turns up in Scenario A, which kind of sucks, because he's meant to be a bonus that makes Scenario B harder. But, you know, whatever. So, that purple room up there, I believe is the diamond key needed, and that one. The red one's the heart key. What's the green key? The green key's the club. So I can't go there. But I know where I can go. I can go back to the place where I said I was going to go before. But then I decided to go a different way. Which is this way? Yes, this way, because I go through this police office, back through that door. Yes, and then back outside. Are you going to come alive this time? No? One day he'll come alive. And then I will be like, badoom, you're over. Right, yep, go back up here. Yes, I'm going through... That's it. Yeah, I'm going through the corridor with the birds. No, you don't need a fire extinguisher, do you? I'm going through the corridor with the birds, and then you see the crash chopper from the outside, and you have to do something with the water tower to put the fire out, I think. Right, going this way. Hello, birds. He's been pecked to death. Does he have ammo? He does. Precious trillium. Alright. Get away from me, birds. Get away from me, birds! Get away from me, birds! Do. I never stop and kill them. I'm like, fuck it, just keep running. Right, if I go this... I need a valve. It's all coming back to me now. Water pressure valve. It reads... excessive pressure may rupture the water tank. Where do I get a valve from, then? Wasn't the valve in the police room below me? I just don't know. See, in Resident Evil 3, you see the events that led to this helicopter crashing. Pretty cool. Ooh, what's this way? I think there's one loading screen. Okay, I'm going to try and get past these guys without shooting them. I think there's one loading screen in Resident Evil 2 where there are actually zombies on the other side of the door, and I think it's this one. Or maybe not. Maybe it's nearby. Maybe it's that one when I go out. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's that door. I'm having flashbacks to it. Nothing special. Doesn't appear to have been used much. Probably isn't working in some time. Aha! That's exactly what I need. A valve. I also need something I can use that small key on. If we're being totally honest. Is that more handgun bullets? Yeah! I like this. And more ribbons. You know what? I'm not going to pick them up because I've got enough in the box. But it is a bit ominous that they would let me save right here. But once I pick it up, I can't drop it. Unless I save it twice. Fuck it. Is it this one that's got zombies on the other side? Da da. Da da da. Eat shit. Oh, he's still alive. Now, unless I'm mistaken, that is the only door in the whole of Resident Evils 1, 2, and 3 where there's actually something on the other side of it. I think. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Motorhead says, I'm really sorry to anyone that may have asked me something and I didn't answer. Insert Kano go if. Nothing personal, mate. Just business. Now, that's fine. They pulled a nemesis on you. Yeah, they tried, but I was ready for him. It's too dangerous to go back outside, he says. Now, excuse me while I go back outside. I guess that's a door to outside the police station. And this is not. But anyway, yep. I remember leaving these zombies. There's just no need to kill them. You're throwing precious trillium away if you do that. Right, so I'm going to go back up, put the valve in the thing, turn it, and then Leon's going to be like, I have magic psychic powers, and I know I'll never need this valve again. Or will he? Maybe he does need it again, I can't remember. Excessive pressure, yes, I know. Use it then. You have to go into the menu and tell him to use it. Unfortunately, I was busy, says Motorhead. I will be busy again, but just for about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe more. Be back soon, lol. Fair enough. Ooh, what's there? Nope, he still needs the valve. God damn it. Nope. Go round the thing. There we go. What is this? The helicopter is a complete wreck. I know, but what's this? More handgun bullets. I mean, more gun bullets. Excelente. Right. So now to go back in here, round the corner to where that burning chopper used to be, and go through the door. But I gotta burn it past all these crows first. Out of my way, birds. Suckers. Excellent. I'm paranoid now. Is there going to be lickers here this time? Because I know there's lickers in this room at some point. I don't hear lickers. I don't see lickers. And I don't smell lickers. You can tell a licker by its smell, because it's the only creature that smells like it wears its brain on the outside. Thanos is like, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Yeah, you missed... Well, I don't know. I don't think you were here. You missed, the one and only time when zombies are actually on the other side of a door when you open it. And Voice Legend says, I love how Resident Evil 2 and 3 are very generous with ammo. 3 especially. I was thinking not the same. I was thinking, man, I'm starting to run out of ammo. But then again, I guess if you compare it to something like Resident Evil 7, where they're like, here's like 3 bullets, good luck. You're like, no. I don't like being low on ammo. Pisses me off. I don't really recall this room, so I must have... This room must be a get in, pick something up and get out room. Is this where I have to drop off those 2 red jewels? What's this? Pardon me. More ammo. Yeah, okay, this game isn't that generous. I mean, it's not that stingy with the ammo. What's this? No, I won't take the ink ribbon. Just Misfit says, when's the stream ending? Sorry, I thought I moved the right stick and he was moving then. I don't know. Voice Legend said Resident Evil 1's horrible with ammo. And Code Veronica is too. Yeah, I never really cared for 1 that much. Yes, this is where I need those red jewels. Okay. Yeah, I know. I came here for this. What is this? Diamond key! No, not yet. And I'll tell you for why. Because I'm going to go and get the red jewels first. And then when I've put them in the slots, then I will pick up the key. Thanos says, hi, I'm back. Did I miss anything Nemesis for MK11? I mean, that would be pretty cool. Nemesis and MK11. That would be pretty cool. I would prefer Doom Guy. But I will say that to any character you suggest. Oh good, I don't have to go far to get my red jewels. I mean my Chaos Emeralds. Right, I don't know when I'll need the valve again, so let's put that back. And I don't know... I'm not going to carry that key around just for the sake of it. When I find a place I can use that key on, I'll come back for it. Sound good? Good. Yeah, I loved Resident Evil 2, loved Resident Evil 3, and 4, and 5. I liked 5. You know, 5 was... Okay, they were definitely taking strides towards being just pure action. 6 was the extreme of that. But yeah, 5 was them going, this is the direction we're taking. We don't want... There's no horror going on, we're just going to devolve into action. Basically the same thing the Dead Space series did. They were like, well, we've been scary for a little while. Gotta just make it an action game now. And again. Look, CGI cutscene. 100% worth it. I think it had to be though, because these images are all just static backgrounds, aren't they? What is this? Another plug? Yes, I have 2 plugs. I'm starting to remember now. Don't all 4 of them slot into one thing? I don't know. Either way, I've got the diamond key now, so we can go through the diamond doors. Diamond dogs. Metal Gear Solid 5 was awesome. Thanos says, what about both of them? Both of what? What, Nemesis and Doom Guy? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Panda says, liquor from the ceiling, or is that a different room? It's not this room. I mean, this room I'm in right now does have liquors in it, but like I say, I think that's scenario B. So I got a pink key. So that goes... That's there. How do I... Okay, right. I know, yeah. I'm going to go back to that room, the interrogation room, the one where we think the liquor's going to burst through the door. I'm going to do that. Panda said it even looked at the skylight. Nice. Maybe it's all scenario... That's basically what I'm going to say now, from now on. Maybe it's scenario B. Maybe that's just what it is. So, try and keep the plugs together. Is there anything else I need? Not really. Oh my. No, don't check it. I know I told you to, but don't. Panda says, now the one with the jewels. I swear I remember a liquor smashing through their skylight. Yeah, it must have been scenario B. That's all you got to say now. Must have been scenario B. Whenever you find out you're mistaken, just say that. Like when you're talking to your mum or whatever, and you're like, hey, do you remember that time when I did this? And she's like, you never did that. And I'm like, huh, must have been scenario B. Ground floor? Yeah, sure, why not? God, the loading screens just play faster than they did on the, back in the day when I played it. Because you have to remember, I played on a PAL console, because back in the day there used to be a thing, PAL and NTSC. So that way, and then that way. So I knew that NTSC was a thing, but I didn't know what it was. And I didn't find out until much later in my life that I found out that, like, you know, different frame rates were a thing. And that most of America and Japan, they got to play their machines NTSC. They would play games that ran faster. Like, this game, right now, doesn't seem to be running any smoother than it did back in the day, for me. But I think it is. The loading screens certainly do. Like, especially going down that ladder. It just sounded like dung, dung. It just sounded quicker. And I remember playing Tekken 4 back in the day. And they had an option where you could choose to play it in... I think it... Yeah, it said you got 2 options, 50 Hz and 60 Hz. And I was like, I don't know, what is this? So I went on 60 Hz. And it would play in black and white. But it would play a little bit faster than normal. And I was like... That's weird. Is this what the difference is between PAL and NTSC? And also, not only did the American and Japanese versions run faster, they also didn't have the big black borders that we had. That used to be a thing. That used to be a thing. Misfit says, remember that time Panda could not hit 1K? Must have been scenario B. Nice. It must have been. Right, so we all... Yeah. Panda hit 1,000 subs, which is a beautiful thing, because he totally deserves them. And yeah, so looking forward to MK11 because we're gonna get some crazy videos on the case. So first aid spray. I don't know what this is, but I'll grab it. The cord. Well, we know where the cord goes, don't we? So is the liquor gonna burst through the window? We shall see. Oh, it will when I pick this up. What is this? The rook plug. Okay, I've nearly got all the plugs. I can't pick up that first aid spray now. Damn it. Smashy smashy. No? It did smashy smashy. You know what? I was going to kill it, but I thought, fuck it. The door's right here. And he can't follow me through a loading screen. I'll save some of my precious ammo. Right now, I would look through the bars and go, yeah, you're shit. Right, there we go. So if I need a first aid spray, there's one in there. Even though I've got a bunch of health in the box. I'm not doing too bad, to be honest, right? I haven't played this game... Like I say, I don't think I've played this game this century. And I haven't yet taken enough damage to warrant using any heals. One more hit, and I will. Because I think I've taken 3 hits already. But I'm not doing too bad, if I say so myself. So, maperization session. So, that one. So if I go through there, and through there, just running through it in my head. Yeah. Is it quicker if I do that? No, it's not. Yeah, so I'll go this way. I'm going to go back round the other side to get to that other room, which is locked with a diamond key, and I will unlock it, and then I will go in that room, and I will see what's there. But I was going to say, but first, and I guess that is true, but on the way, I can use that cord. I can put the cord in the thing and bring down the shutters for the windows. Which is weird, because again, I remember dogs... No, I think dogs bursting through the window was Resident Evil 1, and I think on this game, it's just zombies that come in through the window. But now I'm thinking... does that only happen if you don't use the cord and bring the shutters down? Or is it just scenario B? Who knows? Open the door, damn it! Look at George, lying there all asleep and stuff. It's what he do. Right, anyway, the cord, use the cord here. It can't be activated since the cord's cut. Why do I keep doing that? Use it. Use it! There we go. Now I don't have to worry about zombies and stuff. I don't know why it's making that noise. I guess that's just part of it being a bodge job by Leon. He's like, I'm not an electrician, but this kind of works. Any more arms coming through the windows? No? Good. Alright, okay. What time is it? Okay. I was streaming for 2 hours. Okay, this is the door. Yes, this key is useless now. Discard. Yes. I won't play this game off stream. Whoa. I remember this room. Yeah, I won't play this game off stream. But I think I will, I'll probably stream it again at some point, maybe. Because, we'll see how far I can get. Misfits like... Scenario C, Leon the electrician. Nice. This lock is broken and can't be opened. Okay. I think you need a code for this one round here, or maybe it's from... No! Now I'm going to need to heal. Which is actually a good thing, because now I can do this. Well, I don't need to heal yet, actually. I can heal when it gets to red. Okay. Die! Combine that. Yep, give me that. So yeah, there's a thing here. Here we go. What is that? Would you take the film? I will take the film. Okay, well I know where the dark room is. It's real close, so I'm going to go back out here, and I'm going to develop that film. Scenario D. Leon the film developer. Now it's like, oof, 12 minutes, plus the hour I was gone earlier. What did I miss? Not too much, really. I finally took enough damage to require healing, but I'm only at caution, so I'm going to not use my things just yet. Oh, look, Leonard's here! This time is a survival horror game. Hello! Yes, I'm probably not going to be streaming for much longer, but yes, this is a horror survival game, Resident Evil 2, the classic. And I will use. Most likely I will stream it again at some point, because I'm obviously not going to finish it right now. Hey, what is that? Oh, that's William Birkin's arm. Which makes no sense, because why would it be in a vat? Why wouldn't it be on William Birkin? Code G, human body experiment. Okay, fair enough. So I'm wondering then. Yeah, I don't understand why they had William Birkin's arm in a vat. I don't know. But we shall see eventually. Leonard's like, yeah, I'm late, I know. Hey, don't worry about it, son. Don't worry about it. It's good to see you. Okay, so, yeah, back through this door, because there was a door in here I hadn't been through yet. Doodly 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 dee doo doo. Alright, George, calm it. Right, through here. You unlocked it. So I've probably already been past this door. Oh! This is the room Will Smith was in. You guys remember the room. You know what? I will have that. Let's just do it. Fine. I think this is the room Will Smith was in, which means shotgun time, because, spoiler alert, he turns into a zombie after he got bitten. And it's kind of freaky if I remember, because he stood there in front of you and you see him just like turn purple and shit. It's kind of weird. Melthead says, I'm in Canada and was wondering, are Tim Hortons cafes a thing in other country? No, not in this country at least. I've only ever heard of it when people like Kevin Smith are talking about Canada. Ryan Kelly says, well, hey, you made it back before you finished. Nice. And Misfit says, I feel like this game would be hours shorter without the door animations. Yes, but you have to understand, those are loading screens. So they kind of have to exist. But yeah, if you're ready, like, I swear I used to be able to blast through this game in, like, easily under 4 hours. Like, back when I knew it inside out. Hey, Will Smith, how you doing? He's zombifying right in front of us. Goodbye, Will Smith. No! Stand up so I can blow your head clean off. Yeah, there you go. That's so awesome. Hey, what's this? Ooh, the heart key. Ooh. I'm going through these keys like there's no tomorrow. Alright, so... Poor Will Smith. So... Yeah, see, this is the room that I was in at the beginning. There's a waiting room by the reception desk. Yeah, I know that. What about here? What's this? Ammunition. I'll take it. Rowan says the door animations are so clever because it's a great way to load without just a boring loading screen. Yeah, exactly. It's like the lifts in Dead Space. In fact, the lifts in a lot of games, like Fallout 4 as well. A lot of the lifts in that game are just hiding loading screens. Although they don't hide them very well, because they take ages. Memo to Leon. To Leon S. Kennedy. Congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as part of our team and blah blah blah. Get fucked. Okay, so, yeah, let me just have a look around here, see if there's anything worth picking up. Anything? No. Fine. Taking a while. It always concerns me when it takes a while to load, because I'm like, is it going to crash? Who knows? It's zombie time, says Misfit. And Voice Legend says, fun fact, in Resident Evil 3, you encounter him dead in that spot. Do you? Nice, I don't remember that. I wonder if he looks like it. Looks even more like Will Smith in the remaster. That's interesting. I bet he won't, but it'd be funny if he did. The fog in Silent Hill was quite smart, says Just Misfit. Yeah, I'm not really so much... Like, I know a lot of the early 3D era games needed to use fog, especially on the N64, because the machine just couldn't... the PS1 and N64 just couldn't really draw things very far, so they had to just have fog. Remember when draw distance was a thing in video games? That's crazy. And Moe says, by the way, if you answered my question about Elder Scrolls Online and streaming it, I missed that, sorry. Ugh, yeah, you did miss it. Which is weird, because I thought I answered it straight away. But basically, it's scum, and I won't stream it. I think I might have streamed it once. I don't like it, for many reasons. It's just not good. Voice Legend says, yes, you do. That's why when people say that Resident Evil 3 is based before 2, it doesn't make much sense to me. Yes, because... Oh, you must have missed it earlier when I explained this. Resident Evil 3 is set. It takes place. Right, say, this is Resident Evil 2, right? Start of Resident Evil 2, finish of Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 3 is this. It starts 24 hours before Resident Evil 2, and it ends 24 hours after Resident Evil 2. That's what I remember from back in the day. Which explains all sorts of stuff like that. It explains all sorts of stuff. Now, this button for the map. So, the red key. So left, and then right, and then through that door. Is there only one... Look at this, boys. I'm blasting through this. I've almost finished the police precinct. I think. And then you go down into the sewers, and then you're at Harperlarp. Is that it? I can't remember. It's been so long, goddammit. Voice Legend's like, yes, that's how it goes. Right. Okay. I still haven't found a use for the crank yet, and I thought... Hey, you know why I thought that you might have to use the crank here? It's because I think in Scenario B, that's where you find the valve, right there. Okay. You've used the precinct key. Yep. So that key only does one door. Nice. Moed says, fair enough. I heard it's pretty good, but we're all allowed our opinions, of course, and I haven't played it myself. Well, look. I spent ages hearing about it, leading up to its release, and the more I heard about it, the more it made me go, that doesn't sound like something I'm going to want. And it's not an Elder Scrolls game. It's an MMO that's lightly wrapped in an Elder Scrolls skin. It doesn't play like an Elder Scrolls game. It kind of sounds like one, I'll give them that. It doesn't really look... I guess it does kind of look like one. It does not play like an Elder Scrolls game. And all I wanted, and many other people, was just a normal Elder Scrolls game that you could play co-op with a friend. That's all we wanted. But they were like, no, have an MMO. And I knew, before I bought it, I said, this is going to be shit, and I'm not going to like it. And I was right. I couldn't even... The only reason I bought it was so that I could play it with my friend who also loves Elder Scrolls. I thought, if we both get it, we can play Elder Scrolls together. No, we couldn't, because every time we tried to join each other on a quest, it would just put us into our own instances where we couldn't play together. So, yeah, I hate it. Like, I'm not saying Elder Scrolls Online is bad. A lot of people like it. And by all accounts, as far as MMOs go, it's pretty good, pretty successful. I hate it. And I do not like it. Oh my. Hey, is this another place with shutters? It is, but I need another cord. That's weird. Okay, let's see what's over here. Ooh, shotgun shells? Yeah, look at that. And then it's locked. A club is etched under the keyhole. Hold up, what's going on? Ron Kelly says, I know you're more interested in the main roster, but what's one DLC character you'd like to see in MK11, other than Doomguy, of course? Well, if it's a guest, none. Okay, maybe Terminator? I'm kind of going off the idea of Terminator, because, like, what would he do? He'd just be slow, and he'd have a shotgun, and he would give thumbs up when he dies. As for Mortal Kombat characters, I mean, like, I want to see Noob. I just want to see Mortal Kombat characters, really. Urban Dank has stormed into the chat with the world's most true sentence ever stated. He says, Sub-Zero is the best MK character. You're right. Just Misfit says, is there ever going to be a standalone Ada Wong game? Probably not. I don't think enough people care about her. But she did have her own standalone episode in Resident Evil 4. And I don't mean the part of the main story in Resident Evil 4 where you play as her. I mean, like, after the game came out, I think it came out on the GameCube first and then the PS2. I'm not sure, but either way, there's like an unlockable Ada chapter at the end of that. So if you really care about Ada, you can play that. But I don't really care about her, because they've been screwing us over with her since day one, because, spoiler alert, at the end of this game, she dies. Except, no, wait, she survives somehow, except, no, she would have died based on what happened to her. She would have died. But no, she survives. And, of course, Leon gives the great, Ada! Oh, shit, we need to get out of here, because the place is going to blow up, just like the end of every Resident Evil game. Melted says, well, there's an 11-player co-op mod for Skyrim that just came out if you want to give that a try. I don't play on PC, so that's not going to happen. Also, I don't know anyone else that plays Skyrim on PC. There's a new MMO... Rowan Kenny says there's a new MMO coming out called Black Desert. Looks pretty cool. I couldn't care less. My limited experience with things like Elder Scrolls Online, and I played a little bit of World of Warcraft. And I know Destiny and The Division aren't MMOs, but they have MMO-style progression and mechanics and things. I've learned I don't like that shit. Leonard says Resident Evil, only it's in English. That could be funny. Nerd says Howble, I don't know what that means. Panda, look at that. Urban Dank turned up with the world's most true and accurate statement. And now Panda has turned up with the world's most inaccurate and false statement ever. He simply says wrong to Urban Dank with regards to Urban Dank's true statement of Sub-Zero being the best Mortal Kombat character. Because he is. Panda's like, Leonard, that's a great idea. Yeah, it's not going to happen, though. I did start writing a bit of a script for Episode 4 of Metal Gear Solid 2, only it's in English, but it was a lot of work, and I kind of ran out of enthusiasm for it after a while, and it wasn't getting that many views, and I was just like, you know what, yeah, 3 episodes is enough. Voice Legend says, put in Jagger from Killer Instinct as an Xbox One guest star character. Dogs! I remember this bit, you just wait for him to come around the corner, and then you end his communication. But I might as well just use this ammo, really. Don't really want to waste all my shotgun ammo, do I? Look at that power stance, man. He doesn't even have to appear to be moving to turn around. Also, where's this fucking dog? There it is. Ho! Wait for it to stand up. Ho! Wait for it to stand up. You've got to wait for it to stand up, otherwise you'll miss it. Come on then, dog. Where are you, dog? I know you're around here somewhere. No, the waiting game sucks. Let's play Hungry Hippos. Boom! No, there's 2 of them. Yeah, you missed. Yeah, you missed. Yeah, you missed. Oh, he got me. How lucky was he to get me? And how nearly incredibly lucky was I? I almost dodged all of those dog attacks. That was brilliant. I'm vaguely remembering this place. This is cool. Urban Dank says, fuck Scorpion. And I was just about to say, I don't know if I'd say fuck Scorpion. Oh, wait, I did that one time. Look, Scorpion's alright. You gotta respect Scorpion. But he's a scrub lord character that Ed Boon can't stop sucking the dick off. There, I said it! There, I said it. Leonard's like, I love references. Yeah, exactly. I threw that one in there for you. Oh, look at that. Just when I need it. You know what? I don't even need it. Because I can do this. Combine. There we go. I've got so many full health things going on. Combine. There we go. Starting to need a pee. But I've been going for nearly 2.5 hours, so I think I'll end the stream soon. Okay, I think I vaguely remember this. Insufficient power using fire switches. Using all the power may cause a short and cut the power supply. It's a power switch when we move it. I don't recall looking at the numbers before, but I do remember... just flicking the switches and not really looking at the numbers. Boop. Okay, arms storage. I like a building, I like a door that says arms storage on it. Police B1 map. You've taken the Police B1 map. Okay. Hello? Man, I just had flashbacks to this bit on Resident Evil 5, I think, where there's that one of those stupid monsters was chasing you and you got to lock it in a furnace and set it on fire and such. Ooh. Padden's like, but I know FA about American football. Rowan Kelly says, is Alex reading the chat like 4 minutes after it's posted for anyone else? In other words, and anyone else's stream delayed? Well, that comment says 14 minutes past 10, and I'm now looking at 15 minutes past 10. But I was looking at... The chat's been kind of fucky this afternoon, but bear with me a moment. I need to use the toilet. Hate this button on this mic. Sometimes you have to press it once, twice, or thrice to get it to unmute. It's like, I pressed it once, god damn it. Yeah, Panda said, stream's not delayed, he's just reading back up there. Yeah, because sometimes the comments don't auto-scroll. Yeah, Misfit knows it. I like to read as many comments as I can, but, you know, I can't sit here all day reading them, because I'm going to be playing a game. But yes, there we go. Excellent, yes. So, we turned on the power for this door over here. For a card reader. I don't have a card, though. Ooh, I know what happens there. Now, if memory serves, I need to go this way first. Out here. Because out in that parking lot is where we first meet Ada. Ada! I hear you, dog. But you're walking slowly, which means you haven't found me yet. I don't need red herb yet. What's going on? Melted says, I'm not sure why Ed Boon likes Scorpion so much. Not that he's a bad character. I think he's excellent. Great character. He's just not as good as Ermac. Well, Scorpion has been in it since day one. And I know Ermac technically has, but he was an error. And also, Ed Boon did the voice of Scorpion for many, many, many years. I think he... I don't know if he still does the Get Over Here voice, but he did the Get Over Here for years and years and years. Which, fun fact, makes Ed Boon the longest running video game voice actor. Metalhead says, hey, so does it annoy anyone when I'm referring to Mortal Kombat I spell character as KH? No. I swap C's for K's all the time when I'm on the Mortal Kombat subreddit. It's just got to be done. Urban Dank says, I like Scorpion. He's top 3 for me, but the way Ed Boon loves him so much. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. But it's understandable. Like it or hate it, Scorpion is the face of Mortal Kombat. Because they keep making him the face of Mortal Kombat. Hey, that's not fair. You can't... You can't do that to me. You can't jump in from behind me. It's cheating. God damn, where are you? There you are. Dog wouldn't fucking die. Oh, wait, what? Okay, maybe I Because that sure as hell looks like it leads to the sewers, and I think you go to the sewers after you leave the police station. So I guess instead of that being the place I should have gone first, I think it's the place I have to go last. What's in here then? Autopsy room. It's locked. A club. Okay. That's the point. I still don't have a club key. Melted says, yeah, he does still do the get over here. I don't know if he still does. You could ask. Yeah, they've replaced the Scorpion voice actor for the last few games. They've replaced the Scorpion voice actor for most of the games, but he does the get over here. The old get over here. You can see it if you Google Ed Boon get over here. There was a clip he did on Conan O'Brien's show years ago when I think MK9 was coming out, and or maybe it was MKX. Maybe it was MKX. And some guy on there was like, you know, so I hear you do the get over here voice. Like, could we get a sample? And then Ed Boon just goes, get over here, and I was like, holy shit, that is Scorpion. Which was pretty cool. Power to the card reader is on. I don't have a card. Okay, right. I'm doing it all in the wrong order. Go out here and speak to Ada. She'll give me a card that I can use in there. And then I can go into the sewers. But I still don't have the club key. That confuses me. Solo Flying says R.I.P. Liu Kang. It's fine. He's a revenant. He's also the leader of the Netherrealm, so he'll be fine. Urban Dank says there are more than 50 ways Sub could kill Scorpion. I'm sure there's more than 50 ways Scorpion could kill Sub as well. Panda says, I think Sub-Zero mains need to get off their high horse and stop feeling so entitled. You're just another character. You're Tito Jackson to Michael. How dare you? How dare you? Sub-Zero and Scorpion are the poster boys of Mortal Kombat. And Sub-Zero is just the better of the two. It's just an objective fact. I'm sorry. Good news for all you superhero fans, says Rowan Kelly. There's a new Avengers trailer to premiere at Super Bowl. Yeah, I'd kind of wish they'd stop showing trailers and just show us the fucking thing. When's the Super Bowl, then? Is that soon? Because the film's pretty soon. It's in April. Panda says, I don't think it's Kevin Conroy. It's been changed to IMDb again, despite everyone saying it was definitely Kevin Conroy in MK11. So it's not Kevin Conroy, then. Were you spreading fake news in my direction, Panda? How dare you? In MK11, they pitched it too low, so now, like Shaolin Monks, it sounds too demonic. Yeah. It wasn't Shaolin Monks the one where they made him go like, get over here, bitch, and they made him swear and stuff. It sounds so edgy and dumb. Melted says, is that confirmed, though? That the next Endgame trailer will come out at the Super Bowl? Yeah, I mean, if they show it, I'll watch it, but I want to just see the film. Stop showing me stuff that's in the film. Because I'm going to see it anyway. Thanos says, Scorpion said Titan Warriors are legendary. Does that mean Baraka is not going to get batters every fight he's in MK11? What? Scorpion said Titan Warriors are legendary. Yes. Does that mean Baraka is not going to get batters every fight he's in MK11? I don't understand what you mean. I'm sorry. Super Bowl's tonight, says Panda. All right, they kept that fucking quiet, didn't they? Normally, it's all you can hear. Urban Dank says, I'm hoping Patriots wins. I couldn't care less who wins. It's American football, innit? Who gives a fuck? Apart from the Americans. Solo Flying says, speaking of Bihan, how did Scorpion manage to kill him? Bihan defeated the four elements, Quan Chi and Shinnok. I don't know. Scorpion probably teleported behind him and went, I'ma snap your neck, fool. Well, I mean, you've seen... Did they show his Sub-Zero's death in MK9? I know they showed Scorpion appearing with his skull and going, Bihan's dead, bitches. I don't know if you actually see him kill him. Panda says, I want to try and record and use my mic, but I feel stupid. Yeah, don't feel stupid. I know you do, and I know saying don't probably ain't going to change anything. But trust me, go back to one of the first videos I did was probably the first episode of Skyrim Roleplay Adventure back in like 2013, and that was when I wasn't using this good mic, I had like a shitty gaming headset, and I was like, I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's so weird just hearing the way I used to speak back then and like struggle to think of things to say and didn't really sound sort of invested or animated, and it's so weird. And you do just get used to it, so, you know, just do it, and then you get used to it, is all I'm going to say, Panda. Oh yeah, they don't show the death. Scorpion just walks towards him. Then he pops up holding his skull. Well, who knows how he does it. This is our first Ada introduction, as opposed to multiple introductions. Don't trust you.
thought you were another zombie.
For some reason. Running the way I run. Thought I was a zombie. Holding a gun.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I remember this cutscene being the one that really made it apparent to me that they don't have facial expressions. And that, you know, their mouths don't move and everything. It was so cool in games when they finally made characters' mouths moves and stuff.
I've been trying to find another way inside.
Ron Kelly said, they said that everything in the first trailer was from the first 20 minutes of the movie. I hope they don't do that again, because I need to see more action as long as they don't shoot too much. Yeah, I'd rather they just didn't show any more. They don't need to market it, do they? And I don't want to see any more. And I know you could just say, well, don't watch it then. It's not that simple, though, is it? If they put out a new trailer... I fucking loved Infinity War, and I still need to see it again. I only saw it the once. Thanos says, will Baraka be a jobber still in MK11 because Tarkatan Warrior is legendary? See, it's weird. I never heard of the word jobber until about 3 months ago, and now everyone seems to be talking about it. Is that just a word for a minion? Will he be a jobber? Yes, he'll probably still be a jobber. Working for Katana. Because there's that bit where she goes, where Scorpion was like, hey! No. Sonya, I think. She said something like, yo, you know, are we going to be peaceful or whatever? No, I'm getting it wrong. I think Baraka said, Katana said that I should listen to you or some shit like that. It's some bullshit. Panda says, bit of a shit aim then really, Ada. No, she meant to miss on purpose. If she wanted me dead, I'd be dead already. Misfit says, yo, she looking like a thick bunch of triangles. Bit of a loose definition of the word thick, but yeah, pretty much just a bunch of triangles. Panda says Shiva and Baraka are godlike jobbers. Yeah. And Thanos says, is it me or does everything keep going blurry? I don't know. Maybe it's you, but maybe it's the stream. I had a couple of people tell me earlier that it was that it was looking dodgy. Look, more green herbs. I don't recall this game being so green herb generous. Or maybe it's because I'm so godlike and I've just taken such little damage on this playthrough. Melthead says, Garrus, you will submit your tribe to Chronica, Baraka. Tarkatans do not submit. Garrus says it is their entire history. Yeah, they are pretty much just slaves. Panda says, but she thought you were a zombie. That's what she said, mate. I don't trust a word that comes out of her mouth. Because I know she's a betrayer. Oh, mate, I think this is that really... This cutscene blew my mind when I was a kid. Because you have to bear in mind...
Ada, wait!
Not that cutscene, the one that's coming up. Because you have to bear in mind, I was like 12 when this came out. And there wasn't too much in the way of gore. You know, you had like Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 and 3. And like, their gore wasn't particularly convincing or anything. And I guess the gore in this isn't that convincing. But there wasn't much in the way of shockingness. But on this, and I think... I don't know if this is before or after I saw the Alien films. It must have been, like, just after, maybe. But there's the bit where there's the parasite inside that guy's chest, and it bursts out and it rips him in half, basically. And I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. I remember that. Hello? Rowan Kelly says, does Alien being a Tarkatan in MKX make him canonical? No. Because he's only Tarkatan in one of those variations, isn't he? And that's just because he came out of Baraka. Thanos says, am I the only person who has Shao Kahn in the top 5 favourite morning characters? I don't know what you mean by morning character, but if you've seen my top 5 favourite Mortal Kombat characters videos, you'll know that Shao Kahn is on my list. Yeah, Panda's got it right, saying that Tarkatan Alien is basically just a clever way of getting some Baraka fans, some Baraka stuff. So I don't think I found out what the crank was for. The lid is firmly closed. Might be able to open it with the right tool. What tool, though? Maybe the crank is for this. No, that can't be right, can it? No, I remember now. I need, like, the T-hole cover or something. Scary. Except I knew it was there. But there's... I thought there was one that wasn't in a cell. The cage could break at any moment. Yeah, open the door and shoot the thing. Okay, I can't. I can't. I have to go into this one. The cage could break at any moment. Okay, no, maybe... I thought I'd have to go in there to get a tool. But I guess not. I'll do that later then. I'll come back later, dogs, and you're all dead. It's to crank up that Soldier Boy, son, says Panda. Urban Dank says, have you seen Sub-Zero Frozen as Fuck variation? I think I did see it, yes. I saw the name, I was like, huh. Right, okay. More ammunition. Thank God. I need more ammo. You have to go in the one he's in, right? I don't know. Rowan Kelly says, I'm not sure how I feel about Scarlet and MK11. I mean, I didn't think she was that cool in MK9. I never cared about Scarlet. But I don't care about a lot of the characters, to be honest. The lock appears to be open. Then go in. Yeah, like, I think it's cool that they brought her back and they're fleshing her out a bit more. And the idea of her being a, I guess you call her a sanguimancer, is a cool idea. Better than just having, like, boring old Kano be announced. Oh, wait, he was. Alright, now, I don't really recall having much use for the blue herbs at all. But I know there's spiders in the sewers, and I know they can poison you. So, it might be prudent of me to have at least one anti-poison herb. Herb Kazaz. Oh, that's the tool I need, I think. This is the guy that gets torn in half. It's awesome. Panda says, I can't wait to make a harp suck Sub-Zero variation. That's funny.
Get up now.
Because I'll make a noob Cybot variation. Panda blows.
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben?
Urban Dank says, fatal blow or X-ray. I don't get it.
That you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
Does Birkin kill this dude?
And who the heck are you?
I think Birkin kills him in the B scenario.
His name's John. He was working for a branch.
This guy does not get killed by Birkin in this scenario. You'll see how he dies.
Disappeared 6 months ago.
Melthead says, who would you say is the most impressive MK character lore-wise?
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
I don't know. Maybe Goro. Oh, Goro. It's easily Goro because he won the Mortal Kombat tournament 9 generations running.
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell.
Dark Count for DLC in MK11.
Crawling around out there.
That's William Birkin. He's back, baby. Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell.
I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Yeah, I could do with watching a video on Shao Kahn's origins, Panda.
Have to leave with me.
Urban Dank says they replaced X-rays with fatal blows.
Do you even
Yes,
know how
they
to
did.
get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
So that guy just said go to the sewers, right? Well, now I'm confused. Because they want me to go to the sewers there. But I was going to go to the sewers elsewhere, wasn't I? At that place. You know what? I'm going to go to the sewers at the original place first. What are you doing, game? There we go. Don't I get to see this guy die? Would you take the manhole opener? Yes. Don't I get to see this guy die a horrible death? Maybe that's in scenario B then. Maybe he does get killed by Birkin in scenario A. I'm so confused. Why is he dressed like Shaun from Shaun of the Dead, says Misfit? Because people wearing white shirts is a thing. Urban Dank says, which do you think is better, X-Ray or Fatal Blow? I do like X-Rays, but I like the way Fatal Blow doesn't use your meter. You don't need to waste bars of meter that you could use like doing other stuff, so that's good. And I like the fact that you get it every round and stuff. That's pretty cool. Panda says he used to be like Raiden, talking about Shao Kahn. He's a god, apparently the same species as Raiden and Lucifer. Lucifer's in Mortal Kombat? Let me guess, from the comics. And he used to be an advisor to / protector of Outworld. He decided to steal Outworld for himself for Onaga. Yeah, I know he was an advisor for Onaga. Yeah, who was it earlier that was saying Onaga could go up against Doom Guy? And it's like, really? Shao Kahn poisoned Onaga and he took him down. That's it, just a bit of poison. No, it says, I like how in the Armageddon intro, which will undoubtedly go down in gaming history. I don't know if it'll go... I would never get that far. Maybe in Mortal Kombat history. Shao Kahn takes out like 6 prominent MK characters with his hammer within the first minute. Yeah, because Shao Kahn is an absolute badass. That's why he's one of my top 5 favourite characters. Rowan Kelly says, but it's not fatal. Yes, I know, it's such a dumb name, I hate it. We'll call them Fatal Blows. But they don't kill people. They can't kill people. They don't even knock them out, they just put them into a finish him state. So there's such a dumb name. Panda says, yeah, Quan and Shinnok killed Lucifer and took the Netherrealm. Huh. That's a bit on the nose, isn't it? Like, I know the Netherrealm was meant to be kind of like hell. But it's a bit on the nose to have one of the old rulers called Lucifer. So not that way. I need to go back that way later. He used to basically be the Outworld's equivalent of Raiden. Fair enough. Right. There's nothing over here, is there, that I need? No? Right, so I'm going to go back this way, and I'm going to see what was down that manhole, down in the sewers, if I can even get down there. I can't remember. I like that quote from Melthead, the weak, pathetic fool. I love it. Okay. Misfit's like, why don't they call it sort of damaging, but not that much blow? They should have called it, how is this not killing this person blow? Right. The manhole lid is open, a ladder leads down. Will you go down? Yes. Thanos says, is the Scorpion in MK11 from the past because he uses his side bath in normal combat? Side bath? What are you on about? I don't know what side bath is. The Scorpion in MK11 is probably the regular Scorpion. And then the one with the classic outfit is probably just a classic outfit. I vaguely remember this place. Oh good, a save point. I'll put that in there. And that. I'll save it. And then I'll see about making it to the next save point before I end the stream. Or perhaps not. Time is a little bit short. Noose. My brother is here. Giving it the whole looking at me with evils thing. And there's a George. I know. Right. So yes. I will call it an end, because that's over 2.5 hours on the Resident Evil stream. That's not bad. Not bad, old chaps. Let me just hit this up. Yeah, Panda says, yeah, he's an alternate timeline younger Scorpion. Yeah, I'll be down in like 5 or so minutes or whatever. He's going to fuss a little bit of Georgie. He's classic George. Rowan Kelly says, so is all this time folding shit because of Garrus? No, it's because of Chronica. How do you not know this? Chronica is... No one knows what she is. There's rumours that she's probably an elder god. She might be. Who knows? She appears to be the god of time, is what she appears to be. And I guess she's going to be the villain, but they put Garrus in the game because they thought, like, she's... Having a character that can manipulate time is an interesting feature. So I guess they thought, well, we've got to have someone like her in the game, so we'll put Garrus in the game. He's basically a jobber, as people call him, for her, basically. And yeah, Panda says, so yeah, MK11 is about to Back to the Future, the two timelines, so they fold into each other. Back to the Future 2 is my favourite Back to the Future. I loved it. Because it's the only one where they actually went to the future. Rowan Kenny says, she's the bold lady, isn't she? Yes. Yes, she is. Solo Flying says, I don't get why people call them bland or boring because the story is tragic. Who? Whose story? I know you're not talking to me, but who? Thanos says, do you think Chronica would be playable? No. She'll be an unplayable boss. And Garrus is... If Garrus wasn't in the game, then I would think maybe you could play as her. But the fact that Garrus is in the game and playable, I don't think they're going to have 2 time-controlling gods in the game. That's not really how they work. Panda says, so we can experience what happened in MKX, but from a different POV and change things. Yeah, I like the idea. Yeah, like, wasn't that... Did you say that in your stream last night? Or I think someone said it in your stream, or maybe you said it in a tweet somewhere, that it would be cool if you could see events from... I guess Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 9, because everything before those kind of didn't exist. So you can see events happening in those games, but like from people from the future, like looking at it from different angles and stuff. That could be cool. Could be cool. Rowan says, do you think killing Shinnok in the reveal like that was a bit abrupt? No, I thought it was fucking awesome, because he killed Shinnok at the end of MKX. If you never saw the end of MKX, Raiden puts himself... Hang on, let me do this. Bosh, there we go. I did just save it, didn't I? Yeah. Shinnok tries to corrupt the Jinsei, which is Earthrealm's energy, basically, and he wants to corrupt it and make it easy for him to take over. Now, he was defeated, and then Raiden went into the Jinsei to cleanse the Jinsei and bring it back to normal, but doing so corrupted his soul, which turned him into Evil Raiden, or as I like to call him, well, Evil Raiden or Dark Raiden, or as I like to call him, Had Enough Raiden. And then after the credits, you see Had Enough Raiden, and he's talking about how he's like, no longer will Earthrealm merely defend itself. I will seek out any potential threats and end them, because he's had enough Raiden. And then he goes, as new rulers of the Netherrealm, heed my warning. And he's like, he's basically saying, don't be an enemy to Earthrealm, because I'll fuck your shit up, is what he says. And then the camera pans round, and you see that he's talking to Revenant Liu Kang and Dark Empress Katana, because they're both still Revenants. Quan Chi's dead. How are they going to be unrevenantized? Who knows? It could be like Sub-Zero with the cyber situation. They could just be like, doesn't matter. They're fixed, you know. And he threw Shinnok's head down on the ground. He goes like, there are fates worse than death, and then throws Shinnok's head. And you see Shinnok you see his head on the floor, giving it like, because he can't be killed. That's why I loved it so much when I was watching the reveal for MK11. And it showed Raiden, like, torturing Shinnok, and then as soon as he sliced his head, I was like, oh shit, this is like... Yes, we get to see the last interactions they had, where he cuts off his head, and then he's about to go to the... Netherrealm and drop the head off. So that was pretty cool. I loved that. Thanos says, you're the best YouTuber, 10 out of 10. Nice. Thank you very much. Rowan Kelly says, I played the story of MKX 2 years ago. All I remember was Raiden going, had enough, as you'd say. Guess I gotta play it again. No need. Because I made a video called MKX the movie or something like that. And it's just all the cutscenes from the game put together in a movie. So if you want to experience the story, I did a video for it. Go watch it. Panda said they explain that situation in the comics. I don't give a fuck about the comics because they're non-canonical. And you know how I feel about games having a story, but they take the story out and tell it elsewhere. Fuck those games. If you have a game with a story, the story should be in the game. Destiny. Panda says Chronica confirmed non-playable at Brazil show. Well, there we go. Excellent. Excelente. Right, so I must say thank you very much to everyone that watched and turned up. I didn't think that many people would watch and turn up because it's not Mortal Kombat. Usually when I stream not Mortal Kombat, it doesn't usually do too well. Although the Need for Speed one didn't do too badly last time, and I'll be interested to see how many views this gets by the time I wake up tomorrow morning. So the next stream will be Mortal Kombat. I have to stream that at least once a week to get the videos going. So that'll be at some point. And then the stream after that is likely going to be Need for Speed Most Wanted again, where I will have better cars, and so on, and so forth. Thanos says, I thought beating MKX story would give you Dark Raiden. It does. It gives you the skin, Dark Raiden, that you can use on Raiden. He doesn't have red lightning, it's still blue, but he's Dark Raiden. So you can do that. Rowan Kelly says, before you finish, what was that Doom Guy video called? Yes, it's called In the Mind of Doom Guy. Watch it. I think the guy's username has the word King in it. King Dem or something. But yeah, Inside the Mind of Doom guy, and I think he does a whole series of Inside the Mind ofs, and I just saw it. I was like, what is this? And I watched it, and I was like, subscribed, because he's funny, and and he keeps like he keeps answering questions by going like, and why does this happen? Because he's a motherfucking Doom guy. Like, fucking, oh, he gets it, and that's where I learned like the true origin of the Doom Slayer in Doom 2016. You know, with him being tricked, and then his son coming back, and then he just becomes so angry. He's like, I'm now the Doom guy. Hell shouldn't have pissed me off. It's so awesome. Thanos says I had to get it in the crypt. Ah, then maybe that is how you get it. Maybe that is. It's been 3 years since I unlocked stuff on this game. Basically, nearly 4. Bish Bash Bosh says DJ Geek. Yeah, look forward to a video this week that's called Bish Bash Bosh. It's a Mortal Kombat video, obviously. Excellent. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you get Dark Raiden in the crypt. Sorry, I was spreading fake news. Sorry, I haven't been in the crypt for like 3 years. Anyway, I gotta go now. So I will say again, thank you for all turning up, and I will say peace. I'm not even going to show you George this time, just know that he's there. Peace and chicken grease.